All right. Hey guys. We are live with like people watching and stuff. What's going on, team? You can all talk now. I just had to turn on the fucking yeah, you can talk. It's cool.
Hello.
What's up? I'm so mean. I'm a horrible human being.
Speak when spoken to.
And only then. All right. Is everybody ready to get started? Everyone excited to go?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sweet. All right. You know, we have a couple new people with us. Alex and which do you prefer? You, Katie Lynn?
You can call me Caitlin. That's fine.
Okay, awesome. Caitlin will be joining us as our new ranger this evening, and Alex is playing Kazara's Raven familiar that, as part of the bit of homebrew I'm doing with a Raven Queen, a sorcerer for the Raven Queen is able to choose as an alternate package for the starting character. They can have a Raven as their familiar. So I thought and Alex thought it would be super cool to be able to come in and play the Raven because she has to step in and out a little bit, but she's a wonderful human being and we wanted her in the stream.
Thank you.
So say hi to our new folks. But yeah, all right.
Hello, new folks.
Start a little music.
Hello.
Where are we at here, Mr. Music? Do. Let's do that to start. Let's do this. Do. I do this one. This is me vamping till I pull up my notes. All right, I'm ready to start. Okay, let's go.
All day.
All day. All right. When we last left our okay, we start game phases. Let's do this thing. When we last left our intrepid adventurers, they were whisked away to the Feywild by a strange mist that overtook them while whiling away the hours at a water-deep inn. Suddenly, in the land of the Fey, they encountered Mother Doe, an archfey who conveyed to the group that the magics of resurrection and revivification were broken, and that she believed they could have a hand in repairing the breach. Giving them directions on how to get home, the party set off. A short while later, they were assailed by darklings who were using a living tree person as bait. Upon finishing off these dark fey creatures, the party was able to wake Byre, a wilding cleric who just wants to meet his family in the land of the tall pines. He gladly agrees to join the party, feeling that he owes our party members a life debt, and together they make their way to Caterpillar Falls. After a nearly deadly encounter with giant frogs and fish people defending the Mother of Vines, a giant formation of living vines on the island, they finally located the portal they believed would send them home. Stepping through, they immediately found themselves in the jungle. Hot, humid, oppressive air assaults their senses before 5 small lizard folk came screaming by as if chased by some greater danger. Here again, we join our adventurers in their tale. The shrieks of the lizard folk start to fade away into the jungle when suddenly, crashing through the forest, come 2 giant lizards. Flicking their large green tongues, they turn their orange-frilled heads in your direction and pounce to attack. You suddenly find yourself in the jungle, far away from where you just were in the confines of the relatively comfortable confines of the Feywild. You are in a stone circle. It is hot, it feels super gross, and there are 2 giant lizards barreling down on you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
No, God.
Everyone roll initiative. I'm gonna click my character token.
Yeah.
Remember to click your character token.
Do this right.
Everybody get on it.
I did it.
Ah!
I did it.
Woo!
Super gross, oppressive jungle.
Super gross.
You're all also really low health, right?
Not super great, are they?
I'm not doing
Oh, hey, again, I forget my dice, just like last time. Womp womp. Yours. Okay, there we go. And dice. Boop.
Probably better if I stand in the way.
15. I mean,
Maybe.
what? They don't have any of that stuff. Okay. We missed somebody. Who'd we miss? Kazara, check. Vim, check. Who's me? Jax? No. Bryn. Oh, first timer. All right, let's get you on the thingy.
Where's my token?
Where? Oh yeah, you're up here.
Yeah.
The 5 of you don't notice that there is someone up in the bushes to the north of you. You don't see them yet. But I will add your turn and we will get you on. What did you roll, Bryn? You rolled a 13. Don't roll lower. I can just add it in. You're good.
Okay.
There we are. Doink.
Sorry.
All right. So, combat begins as you find yourself disoriented in a completely new environment. Kazara, you're up first.
Goodness gracious, I am quite overwhelmed right now. I do believe that I would like to... Really want to try my sleep. I'm going to try putting one of these lizards to sleep. This gentleman right here.
All right.
Do it up. So you cast the magic out at him, and there's kind of this gray stardust wisp that goes towards him. And you see it like coil around his head, but it doesn't seem like it takes hold. He shakes it off and just looks at you with this roar.
This guy's got more than 22 hit points.
Indeed.
Oh,
All right.
Dear me.
Oh, no.
So the first giant lizard's going to come up, and I will pull up his stats. There they are. All right, he will take a...
Are these walls in front of us?
They are.
Can you see over there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are walls here that give you cover from these guys. Kazara, what's your AC?
11.
All right. He rolls a 4, and you have a +2 to your AC because you're behind a low wall. So you have a 13 AC right now, and he misses. The second one, does he have a second attack? I don't think he does. Nope. So the second one will come up here and try and take a swipe at Jax across the wall. Jax, what is your AC?
It is 13.
All right, you rolled a 2, which is a 7, and missed, because this is how I start games. Sven, it's your go.
All right. I'm going to run over here. That's about 15 feet. Then I'm going to fire my longbow at... I press and hold to... Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Ah!
That's a solid hit.
Awesome. I'm going to roll the damage.
4 piercing.
Then, do I have enough? Can I take out my shield and walk up? Do I still have enough?
You moved 15. Taking out your shield is fine, easy to do.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you can move up and directly engage him. Indeed.
All right. 10 more feet. And I look at the giant lizard.
Bryn.
I am going to shoot at this giant lizard over here. If I can get on my character sheet.
All right, so you do not have advantage. Team, you hear this arrow go whistling by and just clatter off the ground from some unknown direction, maybe to the north-ish.
Oh no, we're under fire too.
Jax.
Okay, I want to get out of the way.
You got 30 feet of movement. Crossing the wall costs you an extra 5 feet.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And let's see, who's next? Vim. And I want to do Bardic Inspiration for Vim.
Okay. Easy enough as your bonus action. I use the gold little dot there for Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah. You have 4 a day, I think, right now?
You got what?
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I can't remember exactly how many you have per day, but you're good. So you bardically inspire Vim. How do you inspire him?
I'm like, hey Vim, you gotta stab those lizards, but like, don't kill them. Because that's mean.
Oh, nice little song.
I'm
Aw.
probably going to try to kill them.
Vim.
Do I click the inspiration thing to know that I have inspiration on my character sheet? Or is
Yeah.
that...
Yeah, it's an easy way for you to track it as well, is
Okay.
to just click that up there.
Cool. Okay, I would like to... Let's see. Let me get the ruler. Okay. If I move to here, Oh, hang on, I didn't click the right thing. We're getting there, guys. Am I engaged in that spot?
You are. You'll also be flanking because Kazara's on the opposite lane from you. Yeah.
Perfect.
So you'll get advantage on the attack.
Motherfucker.
I would like to move here and stab him with my dagger.
Oh.
And
Stab
I
it!
will... Blop.
You hit because of advantage.
Aha!
Nice.
Roll damage.
Swat! You cut into him, and like this green goo comes out mixed with his blood.
Excellent. I would also like to use, since I'm engaged, I would like to use my cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
Do I move my token back, or?
You may, indeed.
Okay. We'll just move it, like, right there.
And you can use your cunning action for additional movement as part of that disengage, right? Because a disengage is your full movement again.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, so if you want to swing around anywhere else that's 30 feet, nope, you're good.
I want to... I'll probably actually move to here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
That was everyone? Oh, I rolled initiative for Buyer, but did not click on his token. Blah, blah. I also failed. Practice what you preach, GM. God. All right, well, luckily, he pretty much goes last anyways. So he's going to cast at the giant lizard you guys are already engaging because, focus fire. He'll cast Sacred Flame at him. Yep. He needs to make a DC 14 dexterity save, and he fails because they have crap dexterity for 8 more points of damage. The next person to strike him will have advantage, and this golden green sort of emerald beam shoots out of Byer's hand and slams into the side of the giant lizard, who kind of reels from it, and he's starting to look like he's taken a little damage. And it is Kazara's go.
I would like to move right here. I cannot ping. Between the two lizards and use an action. Is that possible?
It is indeed.
Very well. I move.
If you click on the cursor at the top left,
that's why things aren't happening.
That is why things aren't happening. I understand now.
While I am here, I am going to use Earth Tremor on these mother bitches.
Sweet. All right.
Telepathically.
2DC 13.
Master Kazara, you're so good at killing the lizards.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Without your guidance and support, Rowena.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure you'd be okay.
Boop. They both fail for an additional 3. Does anything else happen on the Earth Tremor other than the 3 damage?
They have to roll a DC. Hold on.
13.
Dexterity saving throw on a failed save. Creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Oh, sweet. So they're both prone. All right.
Yeah.
Kazara, you're the best.
We will
Thank
make
you, my darling Rowena.
that. They're prone. All right. And then it's giant lizards go. Both of them take half their action to get up. And then this one here is going to take a swipe at Sven. Sven, what is your AC?
It's now 18.
18. He just hits you. So you weren't... because he's a large creature, he actually just wraps his mouth around you and, clamps on into you.
It's coming. Wait, but
yeah.
he stood up, though. Okay.
Yes. And does... Yeah, he stands up for half his movement, and then does 6 points of damage to you.
Oh, I'm getting dunked.
Oh, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, here we go.
You don't have advantage, so you failed, so you take 3 additional points of poison damage.
Oh, balls. I'm okay. It's fine.
And then the other one's going to take a swipe at Kazara. As he whips out at you. What is your AC?
It is, I'm not behind this wall anymore, so
You're
I'm
not
back
behind.
to
Yeah.
11.
You're back to 11. He hits you. and attempts to take you into his mouth as well, but only rolls 2 points of damage. He does clamp onto you with this other roller. It looks like they're probably a little hungry, or at least here to, eat you. And take 2 points of damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Master Kazara, please don't get eaten.
I'm doing my very best, my darling.
You also fail and will take 2 more points of poison damage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. So you guys see this in succession as both of these giant lizards clamp down on 2 of your friends, one of whom isn't wearing any armor. It looks like they're about to start really chomping into them, but Sven, it's your go. You can spend your turn attempting to break out with a DC 13. You are grabbed with a DC 13 strength save.
Okay, am I grabbed or am I restrained?
You are currently just grappled, which means you can still attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, whatever. Just stab him.
Okay.
Right. Oh, shit. Wait, is Kazara Grant flanking?
No, because you're both grappled.
False.
So you try and just flail at him, but you just can't get your arm into a striking position. Bryn, it's your go.
Okay. Can I move and shoot the lizard that is by Kazara?
You may.
Okay. I will figure this out in one moment.
Epic music is epic. That's a bad gesture.
All right, you do miss because you're not flanking. Even if you were, you still roll a 9. So another arrow goes streaking by, but Vim and Jax, you now notice someone has stepped out of the bushes to the northwest of you guys. If you want to describe yourself a little bit, Bryn.
Okay, I am a elf ranger, and I am wearing green armor, and I have red hair.
Right on.
Wonderful to meet you, Bryn.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey, Sven, you did hit. You had advantage because of Bayer, who put the Sacred Flame on him, so go ahead and roll damage.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you actually did hit. It's my fault. So you get to do the damage. Because remember, Bayer casts Sacred Flame at him, which gives the next person who attacks him advantage. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Yeah.
Blah! And you just shove it right in there, and it looks like it did a considerable amount of damage to the guy. You just shove it right in. Jack, it's your go. Jax, are you muted?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Boop, boop, boop. Total phrasing.
Am I close enough to intimidate?
You may intimidate. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I address the lizard has Sven, and I'm like, "Hey, lizard, you better throw out my friend, or I'm gonna claw your eyes out."
Yeah.
Make an intimidation check. See what happens. Okay. Let's see. Boop.
Look at that.
That's a really good roll.
Did I do it?
Yes. Well, he looks at you and he kind of cowers back a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him disadvantage on his next attack.
That's right. Back up.
Bayer is going to... Oh, you still have a move action and a bonus action if you want them.
Okay, I'd like to do Bardic Inspiration again.
Uh-huh.
For Bayer, and I'd like to sing him a song, and I'm like, cast Sacred Flame, Disco Inferno, cast Sacred Flame.
Love it.
Yes!
Woo!
That was amazing. I would be inspired if I were that.
Bird's like, yeah! And then he chucks another Sacred Flame at the giant lizard. clicking on the attack roll. So DC 14 dexterity saving throw, which he fails for another 6 points of damage as another one of those like holy green bolts slams into the side of him, and he's really starting to look rough at this point. The other one seems to be mostly at full health. Vim, it's your go.
Yes, it is. I would like to take out my short bow and shoot at the closer of the giant lizards.
Do it.
I'm going to do it.
No, do it.
It's fine, everyone. I'm doing just wonderful over here. In
You
the
crit.
fellow.
All right. So we click damage.
Yeah, as you shoot him, you land it straight in his eye, and there's this, and you hear this, as he lets Sven go out of his mouth. Sven rolls to the ground safely. Sven, you are prone, in this square, as the first giant lizard goes down.
I would like to use my bonus action to dash. Let me see. Now, if I haven't moved at all, so I have 60 feet of movement here.
You
right?
do. Yeah, you are epically fast at level 2.
Oh, God.
So,
Need it.
I have a house rule that large creatures count as difficult terrain, as you kind of have to navigate around their bodies.
Okay.
So it's double movement over him. You could still easily make it to the giant lizard, but just for future reference, large creatures are difficult terrain.
Well, I don't want to be engaged.
Dead
with
large
I want
creatures,
to
that is.
be- Let's move to here. This should work. Bloop.
Sweet.
And that is my turn.
Kazara, you are grappled, which means you were still able to attack.
Okay. Well, things certainly aren't looking good for me, but I suppose at this very moment in time, I would try. Goodness, perhaps I'll use my quarterstaff on him.
Bop him.
Not very good for me.
Because I'm scared.
You dumb pigeon! Can you please help me?
That's not very nice.
I'm sorry. I'm very stressed out right now.
So the giant lizard goes to take another bite into you, and does. And you are now restrained, which means you cannot act. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And as he does so, he does another 4 points of damage to you. And make a Constitution saving throw.
Now that might drop you.
First few levels are just, the worst.
Oh, did I just take some?
You did. You took 4 points of damage, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, how does that work? Does that put me at 1?
Does it
With
put
my
you?
temporary?
Yeah, it puts you at 1 if that's how many. If you had 5 hit points left. And
I have
so,
3 and 4 temporary.
all right. So it essentially eats through 3 of your temporary hit points, and then you have 1 temporary and 3 regular hit points left. You always take your temporary hit points off first. So now make a Constitution saving throw, which you fail, and take 2 more points of damage, leaving you with 2 hit points.
Uh-oh, Master Kazara.
I love the crow so much. All right, Sven, you're up. As it just kind of like starts tearing into you a little bit.
I'm pretty sure this is the second mouth I'm gonna try and pry you out of today. So I'm gonna,
I certainly do get stuck in a lot of mouths, don't I?
so this guy gonna get a longbow.
And it hits.
Yeah. Boppo.
Straight into him. You do a considerable amount of damage given his large frame.
And he's still doing okay?
He still looks pretty good and angry and
Well,
pretty happy he's got dinner.
I'm not gonna let this stand. Sven's going to action surge as I rattle my old bones and I loose a second arrow.
Do it!
For my bonus action, that is.
Indeed.
Oh,
And this one just
boy.
misses. He's like, oh, my old bones! And he just kind of flies off into the was actually kind of behind Bryn. It nearly hits her, but not close enough to be dangerous.
Warning shot. I'm really mad.
All right, it's Bryn.
Okay. Let's see. How do I pull up the ruler? Here we go. To see how far I am away. I'm pretty close here. Can I go ahead and shoot with my longbow at this monster that has Kazara?
Yes. Forgot to bring it up before so you can all judge me, but this is what it looks like as well. Doink. You see it above
Look
Vim
at
there.
the Jay Leno of lizards. Look at that chin.
All right, you just barely miss as it goes whistling by. You're getting warmed up. You just teleported from a different place. You know,
right?
yeah. You're like, ugh, still feeling a little woozy. Jax.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move up here. And I would like to. I think I'm close enough to cast Hideous Laughter, and I tell the lizard a joke. I'm like, what do you call a lizard that sings for Bad Boy Records? A reptile.
And he has to make a wisdom saving throw, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. DC 13, yeah? Ooh, he's a +1 on this, but he fails, and he looks at you, and he goes, and Kazara, you start falling out of his mouth as he falls onto the ground, laughing, like, you are prone, but no longer in a mouth.
Thank God for finally not being in a mouth for once.
Okay.
Master Kazara, you're kind of stinky. What do they have for lunch?
Mostly me.
Oh, you might need a shower, honey.
I've been in a lot of mouths lately. You're gonna have to bear with me.
Oh,
But I have to sit on your shoulder.
Are we really not saying phrasing anymore? Is that not a thing? All right, it's Byers' go, and he's going to do the... What do we got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. All right, he's actually going to come up here and reach over the wall and touch Kazara. Touch. For 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, for 13 points of healing. You can never go over your max HP, and you never regain temporary hit points. So I don't know what your full hit points are, but you do get 13 more back. Uses his last spell. Vim!
Aha!
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Kazara's there now. Okay. If I move to here, am I flanking because of Bryn? If I move to right here. Are we?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So I will move to here, and I will stab with my main hand dagger.
You gotta be one closer, actually.
I'm literally right next to it, right?
Are you? There you
I
are.
moved
Oh,
my...
uh-oh. No, I have to actually restart my stream. It apparently decided to... Not the stream, just the
universe
fucking...
is crumbling.
No!
Master Kazara, I'm so scared.
I'll protect you.
Please wait
That
one
move
moment.
was
To myself, I
so-
swear.
That move was so clutch that it broke his computer.
It did. It was the clutchest. The clutchiest.
God, he's got a plan. What do we do now?
Please wait while Roll20 loads. Loading. Crafting spells list. Ding.
Reticulating splines.
Reticulating splines.
Quick, everyone. Move around while the DM's not here.
And we should be back.
Mr.
Okay.
Chaos.
Go ahead and make your fight.
So wait. Stabby rip stab stab.
All right. Solid hit. Absolutely. 6
Boom.
piercing.
I would like to use my... Let's see, I moved 5 feet, so I can use my bonus action and then... Well, then I wouldn't disengage, would I? I have to use my bonus action to disengage. So I'm going to... He hasn't taken much damage yet, so I am going to use my bonus action to disengage and move to here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Sweet. Kazara, you are now prone. It takes you half your movement to get up. Yeah, you're prone, but it takes half your movement to get up. And then you'll have 15 feet of movement to move if you so choose, or take any other action.
I think I am going to move just a slight bit further away from this wretched creature, and...
All right, so
also...
to move away from him, you either have to use all of your movement to disengage, or he gets to take a swipe at you.
I'm going to use all my movement to disengage.
Okay, there you go. And you have 15, so you don't even have to stay 1 block away. You can go further away than that.
Run, Master Kazara, run!
I'm fucking trying.
You're doing a great job, Master Kazara. You're the best.
Oh, thank you, my darling Rowena.
I love it.
All right, and that is your go. Giant Lizard looks super pissed, but not so much at Kazara, at Vim, who has now really cut into him a couple of times, so he turns around and goes to take a swipe at him. Rough! And rolls a natural 20.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
So first of all, you are going to be grappled.
It's good to know you guys. Been nice.
No.
How does it feel being eaten for a change?
16 points of damage as he sinks his claws in you, and there's this horrible snapping sound now that you're in his mouth. And I imagine you go limp.
I'm very limp in his mouth.
He like shakes you around. Yeah, it's not good.
It's not working. He's shaking it.
Yeah.
He's doing all he can. Just nothing's happening.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
It's that kind of game today.
The
Sven.
gang is in a mood tonight.
Tonight, Master Kazara, please.
At least someone's getting some.
Aw, sadness. Sven.
Oh boy. Well, so that exchange was so hilarious. I'm going to give myself a second wind. That's all I needed to perk myself up. So
You feel
I'm
revivified.
going to- yeah. What do I? Oh crap! I don't remember what I roll. I'll roll that in a second. Anyway, I just want to say that I do it, and I'm going to. Can I see the basilisk clearly from here? Does it grant cover for me shooting it?
It does not have cover because it's not next to it.
All right, I will fire away. Bam!
Hits.
Yes. And there you are.
It slams into his rump for 4 points of damage. Not your best hit ever, but you know,
Nope,
damage
but
is damage.
That's right. I am going to come running for him though.
Okay.
1, 2. I don't remember how to do this measuring thing. I guess. Yeah. I guess I'm going to come all the way up there.
Sweet.
But it's difficult terrain. It'll still work, right?
Yeah, it'll still work because it'll be 30 essentially as you climb over the dead lizard to go at him.
You got it. Here I come, unconscious limp man.
All right. Yep, Bryn, it's your go. You've just seen this lizard like tear into this roguish-looking fellow.
Okay. Now he's pissed me off. Trying to kill these newly found people that I've met.
What? Really?
How do you know we're even cool? You could hate us.
You're trying.
I could, I guess.
He's trying to kill the newly found people. I thought you were trying to kill us.
No, I didn't want to kill you guys.
Oh.
I've been all alone hiding in a bush over here. I'm excited to see people again.
Oh, that's so nice. Everything else has tried to kill us.
Don't worry, I don't want to kill you.
I don't know.
Yes.
All right. So what are you doing?
I am going to... Can I run up and use my short sword to stab this lizard thing?
Yes, you may.
Okay, do I have to be right on top of him like this?
Adjacent to you, yeah. So 1 square to your left. Or 2, stage left.
Oh my gosh.
You have to select the mouse pointer option on the left thing, and then select move.
Yeah, because I'm still on the ruler. Okay. Like that. There we
It's
go.
actually, if I may, It is better for you to be here because that way you get advantage. You will be flanking with Sven. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let me do this now. And do this, and hope that the dice like me this time.
Suta! Oh, your short sword hits! You're finally able to kind of get in there and get a telling blow on by whipping out your sword for 5 points of damage. He is starting to look rough at this point as this like green globulous like red mixture of blood comes out of him. And then it's Jax's go.
Okay. I would. Okay. Okay. I would like to cast. I don't know if I can do this, but I'd like to cast Mage Hand and like sink my hand in and like rip them out of the reptile's mouth. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay, so I do that.
Okay. Explain to me how you do it.
So I cast Mage Hand,
Mhm.
and my hand floats over and sinks into, and I'm like, I'm coming to save you, Vim, from the depths of this lizard's belly, and I like rip him out.
All right. So Mage Hand. I'm just bringing up the you guys. Oh, you do see that? Fuck. Let me get that off of there. Boop. You don't want to see that. All right. So I want you to give me a 1d20, like roll 1d20 minus 1. If you slash roll space 1d20 minus 1. All right. So amazingly, despite the weakness of the Mage Hand, it seems that the giant lizard is happy that he's killed and is still kind of reeling from the effects of your hideous laughter last turn. And you're able to pull Vim out. He now lies limply on the ground here. And then the Mage Hand suddenly dissipates because you essentially spent all of its magical energy to rescue Vim.
Okay.
I like narrative spellcasting. Normally, by the way, in like pure 5e, you can't really do that so much. But I love the narrative idea of it. But I'm going to put costs on things like that when you like narratively use a spell outside of its norm.
That's
normally,
so cool.
Yeah. Normally, you could keep that spell around for a minute. But because it essentially became your combat action to pull him out, and I gave you a test at what I felt was an appropriate strength modifier, and you fucking nailed it. But now the Mage Hand goes away. Normally, you can keep it for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. But woo!
Woohoo!
Wow.
And I guess I want to go ahead and spend my bonus action and inspire. I'll inspire Sven.
Yes.
Okay. How do you inspire him?
Wait, is he still prone right now?
No.
Sven is
what?
not prone right now. I'm sorry, I should take that off.
Oh, okay.
Boop.
Hey Sven, I know we just met, but you seem like a cool old guy who can protect us. So do that.
Oh, I feel so inspired.
Awesome. And then it's Byers going, he goes, oh, fuck! And he kind of runs over this way. And he doesn't have another healing spell. So he's actually going to stay back. He'll run up and make a medicine check to try and stabilize Vim. He fails. Whop. Whop, whop. And that's his go, because that's his whole action. Vim, I need you to make a death saving throw. You failed your first death saving throw. Kazara, it's your go.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
All right, at this point, since I am 15 spaces away, am I still engaged, or do I have to move up to do that?
You are not engaged.
I'm going to move up a tiny bit.
Just a scouch.
Why is click the move? Thank you. I'm gonna stand right here, and may I use an action at this
You
point?
may indeed.
Perfect.
Why?
I don't think that went very well.
Don't hurt me,
Master
no.
Kazara,
Well-
get it together, lady.
Oh, the lizard, okay.
He does not make his...
Recovering from being digested.
right?
Master Kazara, it shouldn't take you that long to recover.
Bitch, listen
My
here.
gesture isn't that big of a...
You do, it does connect with him. It just does, it seems to like mostly flick off his scales. A few of them singe, but you did a little bit of damage. Every point counts.
Ooh.
And it's the giant lizard's go. I need, as there are now two of you standing next to each other, right close to him, you hear this as he like reels back at you. And I need you both to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Does that include me?
It's Sven and Kazara.
Got it.
Master Kazara, you can do it. Don't let us die.
Here I go.
There you go.
Turns out I can backflip.
So Kazara, you fail. Sven, you're good, so you will only take half damage as this horrible globule of like acid poisony spit just comes out and lands on you guys, and you just get like covered in this horrible ichor for some damage. One of those. There we go. 7. So Sven, you'll take 4 points of damage. Kazara, you will take 8 points of damage. As there's this
dead right now.
splash on both of you.
Oh, there she goes.
I will wipe your tears with my wings.
It's, like, it's all over you. It's like you got slimed from Ghostbusters. And then it is Sven's go.
That will not do, as the dramatic music plays. And I'm going to slash at it with my sword. Bah!
You hit.
How about you?
Ah, nice. And that is you fucking slam into him, and he looks really hurt now. As you're able to like really get it up kind of between where his leg meets his upper body, and there's this horrible from him as you hit.
Yeah, die, you.
And then it's
frog.
Bryn.
Wait.
Bryn.
Okay, I am going to. Do I need to back up to use my longbow to try and shoot at him again?
You do, and if you do, you will incur an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
He will get to take a swipe at you. Whether you feel good about that or not is up to you.
Well, I don't really feel good about that. So if I stay here, will he still get to swipe at me if I use my short sword?
Indeed not.
Okay, I will do that instead. Because I don't really want to die from this thing.
And you hit?
Yay!
And
there
with
we go.
How do you want to kill him?
I'm going to stab him through his neck with my sword, and then he's going to fall backwards and die.
You, as a ranger, are a dexterous sort of fighter, so you're able to like whirl around, just kind of get advantage over him, lightly leaping over Vim's body, stick the sword right where his neck thing meets his shoulder, and there's this horrible gurgling sound as life slowly seeps out of him. And with that, combat's over.
You guys, I feel bad about this. We killed 2 lizards. Like,
I don't feel bad at all. Did you see what happened to a couple of us just then?
But I mean, they're all just like living things, man.
Living or not, we have to survive and protect each other.
They almost ate us.
Certainly did.
Whew. Oh,
I no longer like these beans.
I honestly don't know how I'm even speaking right now because I'm probably dead. I'm pretty sure I'm literally dead.
yeah, you're actually on the ground dying.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
like to go. Can I cast healing? I'd like to cast healing word and like heal her.
You may. Yep.
Oops. I accidentally hit it twice.
Ooh.
Do I have to be right next to her though?
You do. You can just freely walk up to her at this point.
Oh, okay.
So we get the first one, right? That's 6. Do I get 6 points back?
Yeah. Why not?
Awesome.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. You totally
Okay.
get whatever she rolled first.
Whew. Well.
I'm
That was
Can
another
I
rendition. Oh, what's up?
can I help them or
No, is he dying too?
Kazara even with my cure wounds?
You may, absolutely.
Heal Vim. Kazara is already being healed.
Okay, yes. How do I go about this?
All right, so all you got to do is roll a slash. If you don't have it set up on your character sheet already, just roll a slash 1d8. Or, yeah, because you're doing a cure wounds, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, a slash 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
One moment.
I apologize. Are you talking? You're not talking to me, right?
No, I'm talking
He's
to
talking to me.
Bryn, yeah.
My apologies.
Okay, so how do I do this?
Do a slash roll 1d8.
Okay.
Slash roll space 1d8. Sorry. And yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry, it's also I had to reset all the cameras when we were doing that, so if I sound a little distracted, doink. Yeah, and you heal 8 points of damage. Plus, what is your wisdom modifier?
3.
Plus 3. So 11 points of damage.
He's alive.
That's 3.
All right, so you guys are now confronted with someone you've never met before.
Yes, stranger from the woods. It looks. My name is Sven. Thank you for your assistance.
I just go up to her and I'm like, let's be friends.
And give me 1 second. I forgot to fill my water. I'll be right back. You guys get to know each other.
Would you believe that's the second time that 2 giant reptiles have tried to eat, well, most of us, but especially Kazara and Vim?
Oh my goodness.
understand.
What have you guys been doing?
I
Getting
couldn't.
eaten by
Don't you
reptiles.
dare try to victim blame us, Bryn. You can't come into the situation telling us it's our fault. We keep getting eaten.
I've never run into these lizard things before. Where did you find these things?
We just got here, and they appeared, and here we are, and I was dead again, and you brought me back. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me back.
You're welcome. My name is Bren.
I'm Vim.
Where did you come from, Bryn?
I am originally from Waterdeep, and
So
I am looking for my uncle. And I was told he may be here the last time he was seen alive.
Interesting. We are also all from Waterdeep, at least at one point.
Yeah, we got sort of cast here, and now we're trying to find our way out.
How did you come to this weird topsy-turvy world?
I met a lady in Waterdeep while I was there looking for my uncle, and she used this special ruby, and now I am here.
We're not in the. Are we still in the world of fairy? I can't tell.
We're in Schult.
Schultz.
Schultz.
We are.
Oh,
Of course
my
we are.
apologies. Being partially digested all those times must have messed with my memory.
We're a ways out from Waterdeep.
You're very far from Waterdeep.
Yes. I went there looking for my uncle, and I spoke with this lady because she said she knew of my uncle and that I would be able to find him. And she showed me her ruby, had me touch it, and here I am.
Did you just appear like we did? Just now?
Not very long ago, I showed up, and I was hiding in the bushes because I saw what was going on, and I wasn't really sure if I should come out of the bushes or not. It looked kind of scary to be in your position.
Well, I, for one, am grateful you did.
I too am quite grateful that you came to our assistance when you did. It was it probably would not have been able to defeat those things without you. Vim would surely have still been dead, probably forever.
Probably forever.
I'm glad I was able to assist.
So we are no longer in the mystical world. We found our way back?
We're back in Kilt, is what this individual says.
Okay. Jax, you look like you wish to say something.
Oh, I was on mute
your
that
mind.
whole time. I'm sorry. So for those of you who haven't heard of Cholt because you've never played in Faerun before, in the party, Cholt is a large jungle island, like small continent. It's like the size of New Guinea, essentially. Far, far to the south of where you guys are from. It takes boat travel to get there. It takes multiple days of boat travel to get there. There's only one major town that people have ever really heard of here. It's kind of just an unbitten wilderness, and you're now somewhere in the middle of it.
But we're still in the Feywild?
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, it's just okay.
Yeah, you're just on normal land. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. And then, so as you guys are talking, out of the bushes comes this single chameleon, doink. Notes.
Wait, an actual chameleon?
Chameleon-looking lizard folk, who was actually,
chameleon?
yeah, Karma chameleon, who actually was one of the ones you saw running by earlier, looking terrified from the thing, and she starts just tentatively walking up to you.
That's the smallest lizard I've seen today.
Thank goodness. And this one surely couldn't possibly be able to eat us, correct?
Hello,
This one?
adventurers.
I'm a chameleon.
Hello.
Hello, you saved us. I thank you for saving us from those beasts. You saved our children who were running away. I want to thank you. You come to camp, I feed you, and you can rest.
Yes, food, please. Wait, what do you eat?
Fruit and some meat, but we cook it.
Absolutely.
That sounds wonderful. I would love a rest, and I know a lot of us would also love a rest. I can't imagine we could keep going like this.
Yes, you come with me. I promise we safe. Come. And she will, if you choose to follow.
I choose to follow.
I think we should all follow.
Okay, sweet. She will guide you back first. You like hook up with this group of younger looking lizard folk. A couple of them are chameleons, a couple of them look like gecko lizard folks, one of them looks like an iguana lizard folk, and they're all very young. And one of them is hurt. He's lost his arm right above the elbow. It's the one you saw tearing by you at the very end of last session. And she guides you and them back to this small camp about, who did we lose?
We lost
I
Kat
see.
for a second.
Okay.
She's coming back.
Okay, cool. Guides you back to this small camp. Oh, and I'm not on my camera either, because that's what I get for...
Yeah.
There we go.
There he is. Oh,
All right.
everyone is back.
Yay! Okay, so, and guides you back to the small camp. It's about 8 huts. They're thatched on top with mud around, mud walls. They're round huts. There's about 20 people there. It's about a half an hour walk through the jungle, but as you walk, you just get this feeling of oppressive heat, right? Even though there's a heavy canopy over you, you get the chirping. There's like this incessant insect sound around you all the time. It feels in some ways more alien than even the Feywild was. None of you having any experience with a place like this. It's like walking through hot soup. It's one of the grossest feelings that you've probably encountered in your young adventuring lives. But as you get there, you do smell the incredibly welcoming odor of cooked meat and fresh vegetable and cooked lizard, and it just it's like the nicest thing you've smelled in a couple of days, and
Definitely
it just
smells nicer than me.
Yeah.
And she'll bring you in, and she'll sit you down, and she'll there's a large fire in the center, which you don't understand how they can like have that here. And she'll offer each of you a bowl. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Puff pass.
I cannot wait to go through a region where it's not 110% humidity. That would be wonderful.
It's a dry heat. Who are you? I have so many questions for you, adventurers. how did you get here?
I'm sorry, I have just as many questions as you do.
We sort of transported here by a mist.
But
Okay.
he. Oh, that's very odd. Were you summoned by the gods?
Well, I probably was. But I don't know about the rest of these clowns.
I'm quite sure I was not.
Okay, so I am Sisanek, or Sisana. I don't know why I said Sisanek. My name is Sisana. What are yours?
I'm Kazara.
My name is Vim.
Hello, Vin.
I'm Jax. I'll say.
My name is Brent.
Hello, Bryn. Byron will say we are prior. Hello, tree person. Hello, cat person. I know of the cat people, the Tabaxi. There are some native to our land. I am Sasana, and this is some of my tribe. We are the Zopchik tribe.
Jax, I'm gonna need you to refrain from any instinct to chase these lizards, okay?
I mean, you do look tasty, but I'm a peaceful cat. I promise.
Well, so why are you here?
Well, we were trying to find our way off of an island with some butterflies. That's the last I remember. And then we were attacked by giant lizards.
So
I
success.
jumped off the waterfall.
Jumped off of a waterfall.
And then we swam in the water. Now, then we killed these lizards. I don't know why we're here. I'm trying my best.
Me too. It's been a very long journey already.
Yes, we're all equally confused.
So well, maybe I tell you our story, and then you feel more comfortable telling yours. Yes.
I love a good story.
We are Zopchik. We are peaceful tribe of many different type lizard folk, and we are one of largest in valley. But nearby are a Kabkan tribe. A Kabkan, very large, very violent. Those lizards that attacked you, called giant spitting lizards, obviously. We're from that tribe, and we're sent to hunt down our children, who were out gathering this morning. We sent out many scouts to figure out what's going on and why a Kabkan becomes so much more violent. It turns out they have a new leader called Lizard King. He is. We don't know much about him yet, but apparently he's quite dangerous and has brought many allies to the Kabkan and is looking to take over whole valley and destroy us and the other clans. We are hoping to go to Sky Lizard Mountains to meet with the rest of our clan and decide what to do.
So you need to meet with the rest of your clan. Am I understanding that right?
Yes, we don't know how to handle Kabkan clan, and well, I've been keeping my people alive, but only just. I'm expecting scouts with more information, but we don't know much more yet about why they come to kill us now. I mean, they've always been violent, but never so much so as now.
Well, I guess I look around at the rest of my party and I say, I don't know how everyone else feels, but I'm pretty dope. I'm down to help assist some small lizard folks, especially the ones that don't eat us. And
Sven, did you just say dope? Whatever do
Yes.
you mean?
it's something like Highlandian phrase. All the young kids say it. I just wanted to be cool for a moment.
Common, not my first language. What is dope?
Dope? It means like hello
I think
fresh.
it's a herb that grows in the jungle somewhere.
Oh, there's you are a healer, yes, looking at Bayer and then over at Jax. Perhaps you could help with something, having seen you both do healing magics.
Sure, what do you need help with?
Well, come this way. I want to show you one of our shaman who is ill. Maybe you can help. And anyone else can follow, of course, if they so choose. She'll get up and walk into one of the mud huts with the thatch roofs, And I'm not getting any music. Is anyone else not getting any music?
I'm hearing some music.
I'm hearing faint
Don't.
ambient sounds.
I don't think I'm hearing anything.
It's just really like light bells right now.
Yeah, I think
It's
there's
kinda
some kind of ambient something, but it's really quiet.
It's either that or my tinnitus.
Aha!
Oh, there we go. A jaunty. Oh well.
Sure.
There we go. That's better. All right. There we go. All right. Now it's working. I have no idea what was going on. Okay, so she leads you in, and lying there on a rattan mat is this old-looking Komodo dragon lizard man who has like scales missing and teeth missing. He just kind of looks like he's lulling in and out of consciousness. And when you go in, Susanna introduces him and says, "This Kosos, he our shaman. He got sick a few days ago, and the healers don't know why he's sick. Maybe you take a look and see?"
I would like to take a look and see what's the matter.
Okay. Make a medicine check. And Kazara, make a religion roll.
So are we in their village right now?
Yeah, you're in a small settlement. It's not really a village. It's just like 9 or 10. Like it's like a way station for them, right? It's a place where they would stay as they're traveling through the jungle. Yeah.
Just have a look around, just see if... I don't know what I'm looking for. I just kind of want to just observe and see if there's anything I can find.
These people are terrified. They look like they would bolt if it weren't for Susanna. They clearly, one of them is already grievously wounded and another one is dying, and you don't know how many that have been missing at this point, right? It seems like they're just waiting for the orders to move so they can get the hell out of here because something horrible has happened or is currently happening to them.
Are they afraid of us or just the situation?
They don't seem afraid of you at all, actually. It seems like they trust their leader enough that if she brought you here, you must be safe.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside the hut, that feeling you got, Kazara, when magic broke, right? When you felt that snap, you feel an echo of it in here. And the closer you get to him, the more you feel it. And Jax, there's no reason, medically, for this guy to be dying that you can tell. And as you're kind of looking at him, it looks like he lulls into consciousness for a moment. And he looks up at you. So, that person, what are you doing?
I just wanted to check if you're okay. How are you feeling?
I am dying. I am paying my price for what happened years ago and through no fault of my own.
What happened years ago?
Before I was shaman, I was warrior in tribe, and I fell fighting clan, and our shaman raised me so that I may live again, and now I feel that magic unraveling in me. I am dying the death I should have died 30 years ago. And at this point, Susanna will go, he doesn't speak any sense. He doesn't speak any sense. Don't listen to him. He's very sick. That doesn't make sense. And he goes, no, Susanna, Ruth. And he starts this horrible rattling cough and then kind of passes out into unconsciousness again.
Did he say something about the magic being undone? Did I hear that?
He said something about receiving some sort of punishment, or
He should have died many years ago, but he
Yeah.
didn't. Only now
Yeah,
has
so-
his death come.
In D&D terms, somebody used a revive spell on him, right? Someone either used Revivify or, like, come back from the dead or something, right? To bring him back after a fight, which is really common magic, right? Like, super common. You guys will learn those spells at some point. And apparently now he feels like that magic is being broken on him. It is unwinding.
He believes that it's because that it was wrong, and he's paying the price for it. It's not that, though, is it? Like, is there anything I can do to what I know if he's mistaken or if that's really true.
Can we?
Well, he's not the first person to tell you that, if you remember.
Right. The fawn in the forest.
You're right. Yep.
They
Good call.
She was like the what was it? The mother of all fawns, and she said her magic wasn't working.
Yeah, she couldn't bring that
It wasn't.
ear back.
Yeah.
She was trying and couldn't, and it freaked her out.
Wait, what? It wasn't just magic. Like that was about reviving too.
It was about that.
I mean, death being the natural end of all things, perhaps this is what this gentleman deserves at this point, finally getting the death that he was due many years ago. But something certainly isn't right here.
Do I have any? I'm gonna try history real quick. Oh, sorry if I cut you off. I'm just gonna roll history, see if I know anything about what's going on.
Do it up. What is your question?
Oh, my question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bryn. What were you gonna say? And
Does
then
this have anything to do with resurrection magic?
it does. It's clearly what he's indicating. Is this has something to do with resurrection magic? So Sven, what was your question?
My question is there anything in recent or longer-term history recording that I've ever read about magic failing, or specifically what we're dealing with here, reviving magic or life magic failing or breaking down?
I mean, there's two things. One is relatively common knowledge because it only happened a few decades before, well, probably a decade before you were born, Sven, and 2 or 3 decades before everyone else was born, called the Spell Plague, which essentially tore magic asunder, and it was super, oh man, with the camera again, and it was super screwed up, where when people try to cast spells, it would backfire on them. But this seems very specific and very focused from the 2 interactions that you've now had with it. The other thing that is tangentially like this, and I'm giving this to you because you rolled a 19, is undeath and lichdom, right? It's the magics that keep people unnaturally alive, right? Like a cleric would tell you that drawing down the divine and resurrecting someone is a perfectly natural way to bring them back, right? In a world of natural magic, that is natural. But lichdom is an unnatural, corruptive form of magic, and it seems like this is the antithesis of that, right? It's the other side of that coin, where instead of allowing a corrupted undeath, it might be corrupting holy revival magics or something. It's hard to get your finger on because you're not a cleric, right? But
right. I've studied religion, but I am not a cleric.
Well, we do have a cleric with us, do we not?
Yeah, maybe we should ask.
Yeah, Bayer looks incredibly.
Bayer.
Yeah.
Bayer. Please.
Well, we are incredibly concerned by this. We don't really understand what it is, and we will make a roll to see what we can figure out. We believe him, and we concur with Jax's diagnosis that this gentleman should not be dying. He is not in a state where death should be coming, and wait one moment. And he places his hand on the chest of the dying Komodo lizard man, and he makes a religion check, and goes, I feel the magic unraveling in him. We feel the magic unraveling in him. We don't understand why, but we find it deeply concerning.
Kazara, this is entirely new to everyone here. Is there anything that you could do to explore it? I don't know, like...
I mean, this is all strange to me. I do know lichdom is very, very against what I believe in, but at this point, what I believe is not really the matter currently. I don't know what I could do for him. I mean, I could try for some insight, or...
I was pestering you for Arcana or something like that.
Arcana.
If any one of us could ponder the magics here, or maybe Jax, yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to inquire.
Yeah. What's your question? As you look into like the magic of him, what is it you're looking for?
What do you want to know?
I don't know. I guess, I mean, I just like an answer, I guess, as to why this is happening.
Well, we're
You-
doing
you
this
sense
check
that-
on the dude, right?
Yeah, on the dude.
Yeah.
And what you sense is that it's like a tapestry being frayed, right? Someone knit him back together. They created a whole soul from one that was rent from its body again, right? And now it's being unknit. Slowly but surely. The restoration magic that was done to him is being undone.
Is there anyone here who can tell if this is being caused from an external force, like someone is causing or something is causing this to happen, or if it is actually natural?
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't sound like it should be natural. It sounds like
Oh, it's-
something is causing, but like, is it?
I think Kazara and now Jax as well would both feel this is incredibly unnatural to them. And Bayer as well. The three of them would all have that kind of.
So what
sense
we
to
need to
this.
do is we need to discover the source of what's causing this, because it's causing it on multiple planes. It's causing it here. It's causing it in the Feywild. It's larger than just some bored lich sitting in a tower. This is something is specifically causing resurrection magic to unravel. I don't know the first thing about magic, but I mean, where would we start?
Bryn, you have a little bit, I don't know, you do not have to bring it up at all. It's up to your character, but you do have a little bit of an answer to that, right?
I don't wish to talk about it at this time.
That's fair. Yep.
Can I make some insight into what's happening? Because I do dabble in unnatural resurrection.
Sure.
All right.
The better of Arcana or Religion?
Let's go with religion. I feel as the gods must know what's happening here, and perhaps they can tell us who or what did this and why it seems to be following us around or extending to these places we're visiting.
You reach out to your deity and you have to push past this feeling that you felt before, right? And you don't get direct connection with her, but what you do feel is intense concern. It's not panic that she's feeling. It's that she feels that something is broken, that something in the tapestry of fate and something in the nature of death has been inherently and unnaturally interrupted. And you do get like this push that to like go.
To get away from here?
No, to like do something about it.
Oh, yes.
Can we? I don't. Like, should we explore and see if there's some sort of, I don't know.
Barbara will go, we need rest. We should sleep on this and talk some more outside of this man's hut. Seems inappropriate.
That's fair.
Okay.
I mean,
should
we're
quit
clearly
being
not
a
going to solve
downer.
this mystery tonight, so let's sleep on it. Let's get some food. Let's rest, recover.
Yeah, and they are incredibly welcoming to you guys. As kind of down as down at the mouth as this tribe is, they are incredibly happy that you saved the lives of some of their younger people, and for that matter, of the person who appears to be their tribe leader. She will happily engage you in any kind of conversation. You can ask her whatever questions you want. It's kind of open role play right now for those of you who haven't done it before, or you can just choose to hit the sack. It's up to you guys.
Well, I'm exhausted and injured, so I'm going to rest. I hope someone is able to get some answers, though, so that we can continue on our journey.
I'm going to, and then if everyone looks like they're getting tired, I'm going to inquire to Sasana. Is that her name? Do I have it right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to say you look like you have a sharp mind about you among these. Have you ever played dragon chess?
No, I do not know the game.
You want to play some Gwent?
You won't play some Gwent?
Would you like to learn? I'm
Um,
so.
of course. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
While they're doing all this, I'd like to just kind of take a walk around the perimeter and see if there's any, because like, obviously this place is dangerous and there are beasts everywhere. I just want to see if we are safe where we are. So I
No.
just kind of want to walk around and check.
No, they don't have any guards. They're you feel like the instinct that you have is that this is their territory, and just from the way that they're interacting with each other, their comfort zone has been violated, right? And they don't know how to react to it.
I'd like to ask around and see like how far from their home we are. Like how far from.
So one of them will tell you we have to go around Eelstad and then up into the mountains to get there. Sky Lizard Mountain is where we're all meeting with the rest of the tribe, and then we will figure out what to do, because this is not our home anymore.
How far away is Sky Lizard Mountain from here?
7 days travel, maybe 6, depending. We have to avoid the town because it's been corrupted, I think.
The town, is that Eelstad?
Yes.
How could you spell Eelstad? Just
Yeah.
for my notes.
Up. Eelstead.
Eelstead, okay. And they want to stay away from Eelstead.
Yes, we need to avoid it. We would normally go through, but they have been less friendly to us recently, and we should avoid it in case. We believe they maybe have allied with the Akabkan and the forces with them, perhaps.
That just makes me want to go there. Okay.
And then back to Sven.
All right. So while we're playing this game, I'm more, I'm teaching the lizard, but I'm actually more interested in just doing something while conversing with her.
Yeah, of course. You're teaching her, but you're really getting information.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
I gotcha.
I want to ask, how long have you been separated from the rest of your people? How long has this been happening?
Well, we used to be many clans who lived in the valley, but many of us have been attacked and many people have been killed. And so we have decided to collect all the clans together and unify as one and pick a new leader. We will be doing that in a special meeting place just outside of the mountains. It is where we were going, and this is one of the way stations we have along the way.
Certainly. So all of your many, many clans have all been attacked.
Yes, 8. There are, within the region, we were the largest, the Zopchik, but, and there are some of us who are already up at the mountain, but I needed to collect many of our youth who were out on a coming-of-age ceremony and was directing our scouts to get more information on the Kabkan and their new allies, which we believe are the Yonti. Do you know of the Yonti?
Do I?
Make a history check.
All right. And he said allies, right? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do know the Yonti. They are snake people. They take a form from either mostly humanoid with some scales and like snake eyes to full like snake man, Naga style, right? There are multiple different steps in like being a Yonti. Right. You don't really understand like the societal differences between them or anything like that, but you do know that the Yonti are generally evil,
right?
Generally self-serving, and like to eat people.
Generally,
and by people I mean
yeah.
Sentient humanoids of all different shapes and sizes.
Right. So, and the Yonti are generally not, they're not friendly with any of the peoples that I associate with, right?
No. In fact, they don't exist in Faerun. I mean, they don't exist in the Sword Coast where you're from. They live down here, and you've heard tales of them and myths, and you know that they probably exist. And that's what you've heard, that there's a couple of different kinds. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, but is there a common enemy that's attacking all of these clans?
Yes, between the Yonti and the Akabkan, they're the ones who are doing the attacking.
Oh, sorry. I thought so the Yonti are not allied with the lizards. I misunderstood.
No, they're with the bad lizards. A Kabkan clan, large, angry, fighty lizards who want to kill us. We, Zopchik, good lizards, not want to kill people, just like to live life, smoke a little weed.
Right, smoke a little the wacky tobacco.
Yes.
Well, that dope we spoke of earlier.
That's what it is.
It's dope.
So just so I'm figuring it all out as a player and also as a character, there's one clan allied with the Yonti that is terrorizing the rest of the clans.
Yes, and apparently they have crowned a new lizard king. They're called the Akabkan.
Akabkan.
I will write it in chat. Okay. Akabkan clan, who are apparently now working with the Yonti. Right. And the good clan that you've heard a name of, although apparently there are multiple, is the Zopchik.
Excellent.
There you go.
Zopchik. All right. And I suppose I just have one more question about the magic, if you understand it at all. How long has this reflection been taking place, if you've seen it?
3 days now. Well, 4 days. 4 days now, yeah.
4 days. I may have died to it.
He is the first of ours to suffer from it, although I think he is just old and dying. I do not think there is some sort of curse. But he did become quite sick 4 days ago.
All right, and well, I guess that's. I've actually never played Dragon Chess, so I don't know, but I'm going to say Dragon Mate.
Thank you for teaching me this game. It is very interesting. I do not have my own set, but thank you. Thank you.
Well, maybe one day we can see about that. Let's focus on the important things, like keeping you alive.
Yes. We go to Sky Lizard Mountains. Will you accompany us?
I can volunteer myself at least, and I think Gazara would be interested. Vim, what did you go walking and did you go scouting? Vim?
Yes, they do not have any guards set on any perimeter, so I've been kind of checking around.
Looks like it falls to us to keep watch.
Sounds like it.
As an aside to Vim, I'm just saying, like, how do you feel among these people?
I feel like they're scared of something they don't understand, and I want to get to the bottom of it. I think it's connected to everything we're running into.
Good man. All right. Looks like we're in agreement so far. I'll just go rest and eat some food somewhere.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they wanted to try and accomplish before nighttime? Or Betty buys?
I thought I was sleeping this whole time. Also, Jax, you're
You could be already. Yeah. Oh, Jax, yeah, you are mute.
So if I could maybe press Susanna to, I guess,
check. Come talk with us.
I would like to. I walk over to Susanna and I'd like to pressure her
cat
to,
person.
I guess, talk about whether or not she really does believe there is something more going on with the resurrection magic not working. If that makes sense?
Absolutely. I do not believe it is what he says he is. He is old man, and he is going. He's been our shaman for 20 years, and he's coming to his end. I think he is coming to his end. You can make an insight check.
Okay. See
if she believes that or not. You don't have any idea. She is stony-faced to you. Yeah.
I guess she really believes that there's nothing wrong.
I don't think it's anything other than what it is. Old men die. Old women die. It is sad, but fact of life.
Okay. I guess I know I have the Song of Rest.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would like to do that, but I wasn't sure if this was like a long rest or a short rest.
Overnight is a long rest. So the way it works is it's a half an hour for a short rest, which is when you'd use Song of Rest, right?
Okay.
To apply additional hit points to people. Super helpful.
Yeah.
A long rest, everybody just gets their hit points back and half of any hit die that they've spent. But you haven't spent any hit die, so you're good. Yeah. But yeah, on the morning when more shit will probably happen, you'll probably need to take a short rest at some point. And that'll be super helpful. Yeah. Okay. Anything else anyone wants to accomplish before Nighty Nights?
Vim said he was keeping watch. I'd also like to help keep watch through the night at some point. I'll need to sleep.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to set a watch schedule. I only need 4 hours of trance to rest, so we can take shifts or however we want to do that. But I want to make sure nothing comes out at these people while we sleep.
Okay. For sure. So for those of you who never played D&D before, one of the classic D&D tropes is the watch, right? At night you set up a watch because you need 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep and then 2 hours of downtime. That downtime is normally your turn on the watch, right? So you just kind of cycle through the night and say, I'm going to take first watch, I'll take second, I'll take third, I'll take fourth. There's normally 4 watches, each 2 hours, so that everyone gets 6 hours through the night. However you guys want to split that up is up to you guys as part of your watch. There will be nights when shit happens on somebody's watch. I'm not going to say whether this one is or not until you've decided what your watch is going to be.
So wasn't I just resting? So
you're already asleep. Yeah,
I'm already asleep.
You've declared that you passed the fuck out.
I'm still passed out. Someone has drawn dicks on my face at this point. I am out.
Well, I'm definitely up for taking the first watch. That's fine with me.
Good man. Well, I suppose I'll take second watch. When you said uninterrupted, you mean like by something?
Yeah, by some sort of combat, right? Like you can have 3 hours, a 2-hour watch, 3 hours, whatever you need, right?
Great.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take second watch then.
Okay.
I'm not doing any good. Terrible at watch.
Buyer will take third watch.
Nice.
I'll step up and take fourth watch.
Awesome. All right. And with that, the night passes uneventfully. The morning, however, not so much. You are all awakened by the sound of a youngish sounding gecko lizard folk who rushes into camp, and he goes, "Where is Sasana? I must speak to Sasana now." And he's just very high energy, and it wakes you all up. In fact, the Raven wakes you up beforehand, Kazara, because she's just been kind of keeping watch the whole time. And this young-looking, very energetic gecko with like the curled tail and all that good stuff comes running in, and he goes, "Where is Sasana?" And she's like, "I'm here. What is it?" And he will tell her that I found him. I found Lungen. I know where he is. We must go find him. And at this point, you're all awake. What do you want to do?
All right.
I just want to clarify real quick. We are at full hit points and spell slots and everything's...
Yes, a full... One of the things about D&D, whether you love it or not, about 5th Ed, is that you get all of your hit points back after a long rest. And you get all of your spell slots back after a long rest. You have fully regenerated.
Do I still have my inspiration, or did I lose that earlier when I...
So a bardic inspiration only lasts an hour.
Okay, so
or until used, yeah. So anybody who had an inspiration no longer has one.
Sorry, I'm done. All right, cool.
It's all good. No, I think it's good to make sure we know what we're doing, because it's going to get hairy.
So a little chameleon fellow has run in and asked after Sasana.
Yes. Who comes out of her hut looking groggy and wearing just kind of a blue robe over her, and what do you
curlers in her hair?
Yeah.
Where's my coffee?
And they just start having this conversation back and forth to each other. Pregnant pause.
Little one, what's happening? What's the matter? Can we
Okay.
help?
Yeah, as you approach, he looks up and goes, "Oh, you found adventurers? How did you find adventurers? It's so impressive." And Susanna goes, "They found us and saved us, young one. Be calm for a moment and tell us what happened." And he'll say that, "I found Lungen. Lungen is alive, but he has been captured by the Yonti and is being taken to the Akabkan clan now with his 2 assistants. But he is alive. We could rescue him. And if we have adventurers, we could totally rescue him. It'll be great." And she's like, "We don't have anyone to send, and I don't want to ask them to do more than they've already done for us." And he looks at you and goes, but you're adventurers, right? This is what you do." And
I would be happy to help. Just tell us where to go, what we can do. We would be happy to try and assist you in any way we can.
I will follow Kazara gladly.
And Susanna will just go, "Look, Lungen is one of our scouts. He is a trader and had great connections with the town of Eelstad. If he is alive, we should find a way to rescue him, but I don't... You have already saved us once. There is no reason for you to have to go do this again."
Is he in Eelstad?
No, he's being taken to a Kabkan camp where they have large ziggurat and they might sacrifice him. I don't know. They're evil. They've been killing a lot of us, and I would prefer that not happen because he's pretty great.
I can't stand by knowing that this is happening to an innocent person and then not help them. We have to go do something.
I think Kazara's right.
The calling of heroes. That's what we do.
Oh, excellent. See, I told you, Susanna, they'd be perfect. Let us go.
If we do this, are these people going to be okay on their own?
Oh, that's a
Are
very
we
good point.
abandoning these people if we follow?
Susanna will go, "No, we are, I know how to get us back with safety, mostly. Well, I was getting my people together, but I think I know how to get us home, relatively safely. Once you have him, here, I will draw you a map." And she pulls out a piece of, what looks like really thick lizard hide, like super thick, and starts...
Are these people cannibals?
And starts... Well, I mean, there's a lot of lizards out here. There's the lizards who talk, and then there's the lizards you eat. What do you want? Yeah, right? And she'll draw a map. It's crude, but it does give you key landmarks along the way. And Gavok, which is this young lizard, gecko lizard, is like, "I can take them. We'll be fine. Here, keep your map. We'll be fine. Won't be a big deal." It's like, no, if something happens, you need a map, and she'll give a map. And it's like, it's very much this mother-son relationship going on. Even though one is a gecko and one is a chameleon, she seems to very much treat him like a son. It's actually kind of cute.
I was gonna say these. Just imagining these little critters sounds really cute.
How far away is the place that we will have to travel to rescue him?
Half a day, I think. We can make it in half a day. Yes, I think we could ambush them, maybe? I know where... I have an idea of which way they'll be traveling, and we should be able to kind of get in front of their path. There's a couple paths down that way, and I think we can get in the front of them, and you know, with bows and magic, which I'm sure you have, we can get our friend back, and it will be epic and adventurous. And what do you do?
I don't know about you all, but I trust this little gecko right here.
I'm gonna start walking with this gecko and go to help them.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So we're all tally ho.
Hello.
Susanna will stop you and be like, "Wait one moment, please. I want to... If you're going to help us, I want to give you something, because it could be very dangerous. Yonti are deadly, and they enjoy eating sentient people, and you're sentient, so you may be dinner. So I want to give you this." And she pulls a basket out from in her hut. She opens it up, and in it are 4 almost like softball-sized except conical red mushrooms, and then one kind of large flat blue mushroom. If you need them, the red ones, if you eat them, will help heal you, and the blue one will make you tougher for a time.
Oh,
These are, and they kind of radiate magic a little bit as well.
these are much different mushrooms than I've experienced. So thank you very much for
I
that.
always imagine that I am stronger and more healed after I take mushrooms. How many of the red ones do we have again?
4 and 1 blue.
Okay,
I need to
perfect.
record these. I'm the inventory. Whoops.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you before.
Gold farts, you're slacking.
There were 2
I'm
silver
on it.
chains around the necks of the giant lizards.
Ooh.
Each worth 20 gold. You think?
Oh, around the giant lizards that we killed?
Yeah, they were like these very intricate-looking silver chains. Yeah.
Okay, and 2 worth 20 gold each?
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Am I limited on the amount of arrows I have
No.
for my?
No, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to make you keep track of ammo.
Yay!
I
Thank you.
think I'm the only
I
one that
have
has a
them.
limit because I'm not supposed to really be using ranged weapons anyway. I
I'm
don't
totally ready to be like, well, I'm done.
Minus
I
one
thought I'd make
arrow.
sure.
Okay, so prepared, refreshed, and ready to go. Gavak leads you guys out into the jungle. You were in a clearing, but you suddenly get, as he takes you through what is raw, unconquered jungle, you get a real feeling for the place. Some ominous things you notice along the way. There are like poos larger than you sitting on the ground, like just a pile of shit taller than
One
you.
big pile of shit.
As you go, there are you see a skeleton off in the distance that must be 2 football fields long. There's not very much ground clutter.
Wow.
As you go, because the canopy, it's pure rainforest here, right? So it's kind of this thick, loamy dirt that just has kind of this smell of decay to it. You're surrounded by the noise and life of the jungle as you go. It's just kind of this overwhelming experience for being like the first time in true unconquered jungle. He seems to navigate it very easily, but it's like you're in a cathedral of giant round pillars that just reach to the sky with layer after layer of green. You don't see the sun. You see peaks of daylight every once in a while. And for those of you who are rangers or more natural types, it's a little disconcerting because it's not like at all like the forest in the north. Even at its thickest, you can walk a mile and find a river or walk a mile and find an opening. This is primal. This is elemental in a way that you are not familiar with. You are in what might as well be alien country. But for him, it seems completely normal. And he will take you through it, and he'll engage you in conversation about what adventuring have you done, and is a little disappointed that you haven't done that much yet. But still seems like he has confidence in you.
I
And
want to rouse everyone's spirits while we're walking as well to try and help them feel more familiar and comfortable. Do we at least walk for 10 minutes? Or-
it's about 6 hours worth of walking.
Oh, okay. So I'll just squeeze that in then at some point and give a rousing speech about how great everyone is and how wonderful it is that even the random person we just met has also decided that they're a hero along with us, and how much stronger we are to have them in our presence, and how great we are at fighting and killing, because that's all I apparently think about.
Yay, fighting and killing.
I keep thinking of Monty Python, and it's like, Sir Robin ran away.
And I will give everyone some temporary hit points. It's going to be, it's now 5 temporary hit points. This is
Ooh,
my level
thank
plus
you,
my
Sven.
cost. You're welcome. Yeah, I ramble a lot, but it turns out it actually has mechanical benefits. What do you know?
His rambling is very restorative.
So we just add those on to the temporary hit points we already have.
The temporary hit points you had from yesterday would have faded by now. They don't stay forever. They're just over a day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're saying they're temporary.
I don't get to keep them? Keep adding on?
No, they don't add on. Yeah. All right. Look. Okay. You finally get up to where he thinks you're going to be able to intercept them, and you're in here. It's clear that this area has been cut down before, and someone's created a path here. Because fuck with the DM, yeah, you can fuck yourself. Because there's much more brush and like undergrowth here for you to be able to hide in, and up ahead you see a path, and he's like, "This is it. I think they're going to come through here within the next half an hour or so. You should set up and see what happens." Yes.
I'm on board for an ambush here, as good as a good a place as any. If you seem to know what's going to happen and how best to accomplish it.
Well, I mean, I guess that they're coming this way. They might not. They might go some other way. But I think they'll come through here. My gut says they'll come through here.
Well, at this point, you're better equipped than all of us at this ambush plan.
Yes. So he'll explain that he thinks they'll be coming along this path down here that's on the map, right? How do you guys want to set yourselves up?
That's what I was about to start asking about. I want to understand the terrain a bit more, so I know how to position myself around it. Where is blocking vision, and where is what's just annoying for my feet?
As long as you're in the brush, you have +2 AC.
Okay. Oh, so it's all cover.
It's all cover. This is thick undergrowth here. It looks like it's trying to reclaim the land. Like this area had been logged at some point in the recent past and is now kind of growing back.
Okay. Are any of these trees? Like, will they get in the way if I try and fire my arrow, for example?
No, you're able to, even if you're hiding behind a tree, the assumption is that you, like, lean around it and do your thing.
Awesome. So I'm just going to guess where they're going to come from. I don't know which direction. Do we know which direction they're going to come from?
Yeah, he thinks they're going to come from east to west.
Okay.
Never eat soggy. Oh, okay. So somewhere, could be this one or this one.
Yeah.
All right. And what could we do to ambush them? Kazara, Kazara, Jax, Bryn, if you have any tricks, what kind of sneaky things are you guys able to do? I can just shoot at them. That's all.
You know what? Now that I might try to put them to sleep as soon as I possibly can. I feel like maybe I should put them. Maybe I should be closer to their entry. So maybe perhaps here.
No. Well, you can.
No.
Well, I still want. Like, I was trying to be in between you, and then you just like ran right past me. I was like, oh crap.
You know what? I'll just go back to where I was. How about that?
What's the range on sleep? Oh, sorry.
So the one thing to remember about sleep as you're planning for it is that it affects a certain number of hit points. Any number of hit points that are left over would go to the next target, right? Mm-hmm. And put them to sleep. Mm-hmm. So just when you're thinking about it, think about how you want to target dudes in terms of how many hit points you could guess that they have, right? Like, some people are obviously going to be bosses, some people are obviously going to be mooks or whatever, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have fucking Hunter's Mark.
Yes, I do.
So my thought on the situation is, if they are coming through that pathway from the east, if I can let them get past me before we do anything, then I would automatically get sneak attack if I pop out from behind them.
Yep.
And I can kind of wreck them from behind.
Yep.
But if we can stop them from even getting that far, that's fine too. But
I like that idea.
I kind of want to be in the middle in this little bit of bushes. I don't know if I can reach both of them.
I'd like to be as far over here as I can, so that I don't know how many they're gonna be. Like, there could be 30 of them and it won't matter, but...
So tactically, if they were to arrive from both here and here, you would have automatically have yourself surrounded by doing that. What's the range? What's the range on your spells? I think you have a lot farther range than what you're giving yourself right now.
I could be not giving myself the credit that I need. Let's see, 90 feet, but a 20-foot radius.
90 feet's pretty far.
Yes, it is. You know what? I'm just gonna hang back.
You could be
This
really
was
safe.
my instinct was to go here, and I'm gonna stick with it.
You're a barbarian.
I don't want to be not
Yeah,
this bad
More
plan.
power to you. I'll run in there and help at any time. It's all good.
I kind of like
Oh,
the
that's-
idea of this little island of bushes here. If I can hide here, that way, whichever one they go on, I can be within reach to just jump out and
Yeah, and on your mark, I could jump in and support you with that
Okay.
after you jump out.
So I think like ranged people can kind of, you know, just spread out along the path, and then am I the only melee, like natural melee that we have?
I'm melee.
Okay.
We could also pepper them, just shoot them with arrows.
We could, like, because I have
Right.
ranged as well. We could all just sit back with bows and just pop, pop, pop.
That's true.
Team snipe.
Right?
Team snipe from front to back. Just. My sneak attack damage is real good.
You can sneak attack with the bow too,
You can,
right?
I can. Yes. If they don't know, as long as they don't know I'm there, right?
That's awesome.
As long as they don't know I'm there, I get sneak attack, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty strong. Pretty strong.
I don't know where I should be. I'm still quite inexperienced.
Oh, you're doing great. Just as long as you're literally not surrounding yourself or right in the middle of where they're coming from. Those are the two places where you'd probably die.
I'm kind of putting myself in that position, but that's just because if I can get behind them, I can just wreck them.
Wouldn't it make sense to have someone down here on the other side?
If we split up, that puts us in danger.
You're right. I'm gonna stay over here. Let's.
I'm trying to stay. I'm just trying to position myself so that I'm between them and you guys. My small cat and my AC 11 sorceress.
I have a fairly high armor class, so I mean, if I get in trouble, I should be able to move and get away. So
Okay.
Should I stay up here or should I move like, oh, that is not what I meant to do. How the heck should I erase that?
shoot lasers
Okay,
from your
that's not
forehead.
what I meant to do. Right. Or should I like move over here? I don't know how you erase that, but whatever. We'll just have some green crap on the screen.
Oh, I figured out how to delete stuff. You can drag and click. Okay. All right.
Is that how you guys feel you want to be set up?
Do you think I should be down here?
I think
I know
I'm
we-
probably fine where I am.
I honestly think, like, as far as being where, like, in that patch where I'm at, it should be somebody who's equally good at melee and ranged.
Maybe
I can do both.
farther back.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you as proficient at both? I assume you are. You're a ranger, but I
Yes.
mean,
Yes, in both my
Okay.
weapons.
Okay,
I
good.
have a short sword and a longbow, and I am proficient at both.
Okay, cool.
And I
Sounds
have
good.
the same attack bonus on both.
You also notice that Gavok, your little gecko friend, he uses daggers.
Nice.
So you can place him. He will go where you tell him to go.
Ooh, what if we have a little rogue bomb where we just put Gavok and Vim together and just leap out and just start spinning around in circles with their daggers?
That might not be the worst idea, actually.
Just fucking
Sounds
shit up.
cool.
Yeah, and that way, if they do come from both ways, we can like split and just. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move a little closer just so I can move to you guys sooner. Just in because all I'm trying to do is minimize any damage that anyone's gonna take. I want to try and keep anyone from taking damage that they don't need to, because that's my guy's job. Kill them, protect friends.
Awesome.
How far away can I use my longbow?
Very.
You can shoot
Like
from 120 feet.
Bigger than this
120
map.
feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Longer than
You
this
can
map.
shoot from a corner to a corner, and
Not even blink. Yeah,
But I
and
have
be
to
in
be
short
right up
range.
On to use my short sword, right?
Yes, you have to be
Like right
next to
next to
someone. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You could be all the way across the map and still kill them.
Right.
So yeah,
you
you
want
could be a very good sniper.
Hmm.
Like I have a short bow, which doesn't have quite that kind of range, but
Oh, I see. You're aiming for your hunter's mark though, which is 90 feet. Is that right?
Well, I have that as well if I needed to use it, which I'd be able to. I was trying to pull it up to see what it did, and I ended up clicking on it in the chat.
So if you're going to use hunter's mark, if I may just solicit some advice real quick, it's got concentration, which means if you got hit while you're using it, there's a chance it would break your concentration.
Right.
But still, totally worth it. I'm gonna tell you.
especially if there's a boss.
Right,
Yeah,
because
especially if there's a big
it deals extra damage
Yep.
Oh, it's awesome. I just
whenever
mean,
you hit it with a weapon attack. So, like, if I attack and I have this engaged on these creatures, whatever creature ends up coming, then I get to deal an extra 1d6 damage.
oh yeah, I wasn't trying to say don't use it. All I meant to say is like if you're going to use it, if you used it in melee, you'd be so much more likely to get hit and then lose it sooner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's much better with a ranged attack combo.
So, in using like Hunter's Mark, I would need to wait till we were being attacked before I could start using that almost, because I have to be able to see the creature.
As long as you can see the creature, you can use it. You can just say, okay, on your turn, and the creature's there, you say, I want to put Hunter's Mark on that creature. And that's just something you do on your turn.
Okay. And that would be like my action?
That'd be your bonus action. So you'd still be able to Hunter's Mark and then attack.
Oh, sorry, GM. We could see those rolls.
Oh, I don't care. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, whatever.
Here we go.
I'm just getting stuff pre-rolled. It doesn't really bother me if you see it or not.
It shows me
Well,
the monsters that you're using though.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be shaking my boots in fear.
All right, so Bryn, I also updated your character sheet.
I think we're all set.
You have a hunter's mark roll on it, so you'll see longbow plus HM. So when you want to roll, when you have hunter's mark on someone and you roll, you can click on that one. Make it super simple.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, it's really nice. I have a sneak attack dagger attack, and it's so good. So much easier to use.
So, Kazar, you've got this raven.
This is true, I do.
Oh, can the raven scout?
Oh, perfect. Oh.
Yeah, within 100 feet.
He's like...
Which is plenty of room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Send the raven up.
All right, let's send this raven. I have to roll initiative for the raven, don't I?
Yeah.
Nah.
He will go on your go. Is essentially how that's going to work, or she.
Okay, so when it's my turn.
She.
You can
Don't
give it
assume my
commands.
raven's gender.
Sorry. I want to see one thing on your character. Yeah, it totally sounded like a girl.
What's happening to my character sheet?
I'm doing something. All right, so you can telepathically give it orders within 100 feet, but you can send it out 5 miles, and it'll come back. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Fucking A, that's legit.
Yep.
That's some
Very
reconnaissance.
legitimate. So are we set up where we want to be?
We're pretty set up right now, I gotta say.
Do we need to roll stealth?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
now that
do
you've all got yourself set, we're going to do a group stealth roll. And what that means is we're going to take everyone's average as their overall stealth score. And then that's going to be compared to some stuff. But so everybody...
we all roll the stealth.
Everybody rolls a stealth.
And then average it together. Okay.
Sorry in advance, everyone.
Everyone roll stealth?
Clink,
I
clink,
should
clink,
throw
clink,
the curve
clink.
pretty high.
Maybe I'm gonna be back here.
Should. We do not have advantage, though. Dang it.
You do not have advantage for any reason. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you advantage because you've taken a long time to prep and you're here early enough to prep.
Woohoo! Look at that crit, okay?
Well.
Ooh.
Wow, I brought that down.
So we've got 24, 14. Well, you guys kind of fade into the jungle.
We are become jungle.
Fire is a Wilden.
I am the jungle.
Awesome.
Hang on one second. Not my homebrew. I'll share after. Share after game. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys are able to relatively, and some of you give Sven some help because he's not super good at this. But the rest of you are able to kind of fade into the jungle, and you give Sven some tips, and he's able to successfully fade into the jungle. And your raven sees them first, and they're not going to be exactly in this position. I'm just going to give you a visual idea. And actually, your raven hears them before it even sees them because they're so loud, and flies over where they are. And what he sees, or what she sees, or what the raven sees, I will not. Is
Does your raven have a name?
Yes.
Because
Rowena.
this is some.
Rowena. No worries.
This
Rowena the unisex raven?
Yes.
The gender neutral raven.
Rowena the gender neutral raven. It's this clutch of about what looks like 20 or so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 or so human cultists, along with 2 sorts of creatures neither you or the raven have seen before. And I will bring up a handout because handouts are sweet. One of them looks like this. Show to everyone. And the other one looks like this.
Nice.
That lizard is ripped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
So yeah. And what they seem to be leading, there are 2 dead lizard folk with them, and then 1 live one who's kind of shackled and being dragged along by a couple of the cultists. As they get closer and closer to you guys, the female Yuan-Ti pureblood and the male Yuan-Ti Malazan seem to kind of interact and touch as if they're a couple. You can't really hear what they say because you're flying high enough to kind of keep circumspect and not, what's a raven doing in a jungle, for God's sakes, right? But it does look like they kind of touch each other every once in a while. They kind of, one will touch the other one's back in a knowing way. They'll kind of look at each other. They seem like they are in some way a mated pair.
Those 2 are totally doing it.
EDA. Oh, hey.
I have a good read on these things.
As they get closer and closer and closer to you guys, they end up being about 100 yards away, 50 yards away, about 10 yards away. And then
waiting for them, right?
Running up the other side of the trail are 2 more of these Yuan-Ti that look like the big dude. And you hear them say, let me grab my notes for this. First, as they get into eye shot of you guys, Gavak goes to him and goes, "That one's Lungen." I'm not doing his voice right. "That one's Lungen. That one right there is Lungen. I think, yes." And then, they killed his buddies. I wonder what they're doing, but yes.
Are they carrying the bodies?
They're carrying the bodies.
Okay.
But as that happens, you all hear this. They're close enough, and they don't know you're there. One of them goes, "Master Lorandis, there is trouble. Kesthak is threatening to march now. We must go." And the male Yuan-Ti, the one with the snake head, looks at the female, gives her a touch on the arm, and says, "You can handle this. You can handle this. I will go. Get them back now, quickly as you can." And he actually rushes off down the road with... he points at a few of the cultists, and they start running off down the road.
Ooh, should we stop them? No. Ooh, that's tough.
I can't imagine we could possibly catch all of them.
Well, so they're sending a message, right? That's what... Is that what's happening?
I'm giving you guys a chance to make a decision before they go all the way away. You have 30 seconds to make that decision. Do you let them go, or do you intercept them?
I vote we intercept. Let's take a vote quick. We only got like 30 seconds.
There's
All right,
a
let's
lot of
intercept.
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
intercept.
Okay.
That's just my vote.
Everybody roll initiative. And by intercept, I mean combat, by the way. I'm not like... I was clear on that.
Right.
hold on.
Nice. 20 on initiative.
Oh.
All right, they don't know we're here, and we got the drop on them.
All right.
We should try and take down as many as we can, so like focus fire them down.
Yep.
So that we don't die.
All right. So you do get to. Oh my God, Chick-fil-A sauce, dude. Sorry. Chick-fil-A sauce is so good, so tasty, evil. All right, Jax. So what happens is you are now in a surprise round. A surprise round means you all get to take a turn before we go into combat rounds. Each of you will go through your initiative and ignore the bad guys, and the next turn will start normal combat. So each of you get to go once for free, starting with Jax.
Nice.
Okay. So, oh no. Should I guess I'm asking the group, should I just
go for it.
attack or should I I don't know.
Well, right now, I believe we should try and kill as many of them as we can quickly. If you have a spell that can do that, or possibly focus down this lady in the front, the important-looking one. I think that's who I'm gonna tangle with when I get the chance.
Let's see. I'd like to shoot this lady with short bow.
Okay. Ping again. Which one was it? That's your buddy.
Wait, that's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, right? I'm sorry.
This is the one I'm attacking.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me set the scene a little bit. The cultists are all human, and they seem to be like enthralled or following these two snake people.
Oh.
Yeah. They seem to be like part of their crew.
We might not need to kill them. If we kill the leaders.
I was thinking if we cut the head off, boom.
Don't take enthralled to mean, magically enthralled, but they seem to be part of their gang. Yeah.
So we should take down this lady?
10 seconds to decide. 10.
Oh.
This is the one I'm killing. So that's what I'll be doing on my turn. You can focus with me.
If you guys are focusing on her, then I'm going to focus on the one that's out.
Jax, make your decision. Right? We're in combat. Jax, make your decision.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'll attack this one with the short bow.
Okay. This one here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you fling with the short bow for your first attack, and it sinks right into her shoulder. There's and roll damage. My darling, we have visitors, she says. And then it's Bryn's go.
Okay. Is the one right next to the one Jax just shot at, is that the big buff?
No, he is creature? All the way up here.
Oh.
So if you hold left click, if you just put down left click and hold, it'll ping. Ta-dow. And that way you can, point at dudes, too.
Okay. So, I could shoot over here?
Absolutely could shoot him.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Can I, as my bonus action, can I cast my Hunter's Mark?
Absolutely,
first?
Yeah. So bonus action, Hunter's Mark, boink, and then it casts. There's no. It's just you doing it, so you can just roll it.
It's just a concentration spell, right? Okay.
Yep.
So I just do this, right?
Yep. And you miss. It goes straight by him. Just the dice are not on your side tonight. The dice are not in your favor.
They're not at all. I roll initiative as a 20, but I can't. roll anything higher than a 9.
Yeah.
The hunter's mark only matters for her, right? Doesn't
Yes.
help anybody else. Okay.
Only helps her. Vim, it's your go.
Alrighty. I'm going to dooby-dooby-doo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that if we attack the lady,
Yeah.
then the dude is going to turn around and try to protect her.
Yes.
I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I want to play a little gorilla here. I'm going to run out here.
Okay.
And am I still doing sneak attack with this?
You are absolutely sneak attack. It is a surprise
Sneak
round.
attack. Get it. Oh.
Hit? Absolutely.
Good job. Beautiful.
And boom.
For 9 points of damage.
I would like to... All right, go ahead.
Oh, so you cut her across the top of the chest as you come up in front of her and you go, sweat! You cut her and then you...
Disengage and dash... no, not... I want to get, like... Here. Can I... As part of the cunning action, can I be hidden over here, or is it...
No. So you can either disengage or hide, right? Or
either disengage
dash.
or hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disengage, hide, or dash.
I'm going to be going toe-to-toe with her if you want to help me fight her. I'll give you flanking, and that'll give you sneak attack, I believe.
You're right. Okay, I will just disengage and move back to... here.
Okay. Sweet. Sven.
All right, I'm still hidden. Is that right?
Indeed.
Will I get, if I attack twice on my turn, will I get advantage for both attacks or just the one?
You'll get advantage for both attacks because they're both sneak attacks.
What? Deal. All right, 2 longbow attacks coming at the lady from Sven for the first time in his life, hidden in a bush. Ah!
No. The first one hits.
Second one?
Yeah. Do it up.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
And second one.
Also hits.
Oh my goodness.
It's coming out.
Jesus.
Yay.
And she looks really hurt now. You get her once in the chest, and another one like high up in her clavicle over here, and she's like, but she's bleeding heavily. It's Bayer's go. Bayer is going. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I only had the action to do those 2 things, right? So
Yeah. Oh, well, you can still take your move.
I will just move up to be next to her then.
Okay. Bayer is going to cast Guiding Bolt on the Yonti Malazon over here. Yep. So he needs to make a ranged attack against him. Give me thing +6. Boink. And he rolls a 12, which hits. Right? Yes, just. All right. 46 damage. The next person to attack him gets advantage. Bryn. 5, 9, 10, 11. It's a fucking awesome spell. It's 11. We're gonna have another d6 somewhere. Fuck it. 12, 13 points of damage as it, like this bolt of holy energy slams into his back. He turns around and he's just like this mass of muscle with this giant sword out, and he looks like he's about to charge at you guys, but he can't because he's in, surprise round. Poor guy. And then it's Gavok who's going to come out here, and he's going to take 2 attacks at this cultist. We'll hit at least once. We'll hit twice. And get 2 little daggers. 1d4 plus 3. Twice. Boop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And he just cuts he like comes up because it's a sneak attack, and he goes, "Dah!" and he slits the cultist's throat, and the cultist just drops to the ground.
Nice.
First kill to Gavok.
First blood. Kazara.
We're engaged with the gentleman down here, right, in this group of laggies? Or do we let them go?
No, we're killing this lady.
Yeah, we want them.
Yeah, they're in it to win it now.
Are we just dealing with this right now?
No, the whole thing is combat. They're all involved. Yeah.
I would like to put you sleep on this gentleman and see if it can affect the people around him.
Remember the advice I gave you earlier.
I don't remember the advice you gave me earlier.
Think about your target in terms of how much hit points you can affect. You've used sleep twice now, and it hasn't worked twice. Why? Because you've used it on big targets that have a lot of meat.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I will need to use.
You can still use sleep, but you did just see Gavok kill a guy in one stab, who was just a mook. Right? You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well then.
You smell what the Throck is cooking?
Smell what the Throck is
I'm sorry. I'll go on mute.
No,
what if I use chill touch in like the middle of this group here?
Okay. So
120
this dude is
feet?
dead, that dude is dead, and then your buddy is right here. So there'd be some friendly fire.
Yeah. Can I use 120 feet? Can I use chill touch on these guys? On this guy?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
There it is.
Boop. Nope. Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and hit the target next one. Who were you? Which one were you targeting? This guy. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. It slams into him, and he takes a little bit more damage from this horrible necrotic cold, which they're not used to here because it's very hot. And then we're back around to the top of the order and in full combat. Jax.
I would like to use my short bow again on. I think I can hit this guy. I don't know if I'm
this guy, yeah.
hitting him. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in range.
Woo.
And you hit. Roll some damage for 4. And he takes another hit. He seems incredibly tough, however. And Bryn.
Okay, I am going to use my longbow at this dude over here. With my hunter's mark that's still engaged, right?
Mm-hmm. Good hit. And that was on him again?
Yes.
This one actually embeds itself in something that looked really important. It kind of gets into one of his ribs. This was a really good hit. And, and he looks really pissed. And he's wheeled around and is kind of looking directly at you right now. Boink! As the arrow slams into him. Vim, it's your go.
I have you set up for.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to run right up on her and stabby rip stab.
This is what I live for. This is what I wanted to happen.
And I get an advantage on this because of...
You do get advantage. In fact, you get sneak attack. Because you're flanking.
Teamwork. Yeah. Every time we flank, we're going to be giving you that sneak attack. That's what I'm here for.
That hits.
Roll damage. There we go.
How do you want to kill her?
Yes, I just want to take my daggers, and I just want to, like, come up right in front of her and just put them across and just...
As you
do, throat right out.
She gives out this hideous scream as you're, like, going for her throat, and then it's suddenly a silent... As she drops to the ground, you hear this terrifying roar from behind you, as the male Yuan-Ti just looks at you with this hate in his eyes. Sven, it's your go.
Can I move real quick?
Yeah.
Because I want to dash. Is that possible?
Yeah, you absolutely may.
I want to dash at this guy. Wait, shit. How
You
much
can
did I move?
you can dash 60 as your
40.
bonus action. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to get up. I assume he's going to try to meet me here. I'm just going to come halfway. Sorry, I just want to get right here and just stare at him.
Okay. Cool. And then it's Sven's go.
Well struck, Vim. Now it looks like we have to. Oh well, there you go. All right, you're gone. And I'm going to turn and I guess I got this guy right next to me, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to turn and I'm going to slash him with my rapier with my shield out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, crit! Holy shit!
Did I crit? Yes.
You did.
Yay!
Will it apply the crit modifier damage? For
It
me
will.
if I click?
Yes, it will. Yep.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You just pierce him directly through the heart, and his eyes go blank, and he
You killed
slides.
his father and his grandfather.
Generations of death from that attack, indeed.
So essentially, like, I was like distracting the lady when Vim came up and cut her throat. Vim just cuts her throat, and I'm like, okay. And I just turned the next day, I just cut his throat out. All right.
Yeah.
And I follow him into the fray. We're going, buddy.
All right.
See ya. I'm coming with you. Yeah.
Okay. The Yonti male looks at you, Vim, and he like presents with his cobra hood, right? And he just stares you straight in the eye, and you feel this magical presence just like start invading your mind, and he just says, "Run away." I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is that me or Vim?
Vim. You run away. You will begin running away on your turn. As he used suggestion on you as an at-will power, and then charges Sven. And he gives out this horrible as he comes at you. And he brings out this scimitar that I showed you in the handout, and it's just this wicked-looking engraved thing. What is your AC again?
18 with my shield.
Hey, so he's gonna hit you once. He takes 2 slashes at you. The first one you ably deflect, but he's fast, and he comes back around quickly with the other one, slashing down on you for 6 points of damage.
All right.
And then it's Byer's go. Byer will come up to here and cast Sacred Flame on that guy.
Nice. Set me up.
17. Oh, on this guy here. Doink.
Oh.
Yeah. Or does he do it on him? Yeah, he'll do it on him. He's the big bad.
Yay.
Yeah. And he will hit for a D8. 7. He looks at you. He looks at Byer as it impacts, and he just kind of smiles at him.
Oh, this is the big bad.
She's dead. And then it's Gavok's go. Gavok runs up to the next guy and goes, "Ah!" And he goes to stab him twice.
He's just in the back cutting throats.
What are you doing? Slitting throats like you do.
He's doing what I planned on doing and then didn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, what about all the cultists? They're just all, their throats are just all cut out.
Doink! And he successfully murders another one.
Yeah, he is. He's just dropping them.
And remember, Vim, you can take 2 attacks with your daggers, right?
Yeah,
It's just the second one is offhand.
Was it a bonus action to do the second one?
It is a bonus action to do the second one. That's correct.
So yeah, because when I disengage and stuff, I can't do it. Okay.
Yep.
Making sure.
And now the cultists get to go. Oh, meat. Yay, meat. Hello, meat. So a cultist will charge here. 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 They see you getting ready to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here. And then this one's going to engage Gavok. All right, so we'll start with the one on Gavok because it doesn't matter so much because the name misses. And then the one on Kazar. Kazar, one of the cultists, comes running up at you, and he's got this scimitar as well, and he just tries to take a big schwack at you with it. And he will hit Because you're 11 AC, right? For 5 points of damage.
Fuck my life.
2 of them attack Buyer. Buyer's AC is 16. One of them will crit on him. The other one misses. For max damage, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, which is 1 less than his total hit points.
Fire, no!
Oh, but he also has 5 additional, so... wait, let me...
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Sweet.
So 15, 5... so he will have 5 hit points left. Yeah, 6 hit points left. Boink! There we go. Yay for math! I'm really bad at math, by the way. And then one will swipe at Bryn. Bryn, what's your AC? Doesn't matter, he
16, I
totally missed you. And just missed. And 3 of them are going to swing at Sven.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Only one of which will hit.
But you have 18 AC?
Yeah.
I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. For 5 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. I'm okay.
Woo!
That's your bonus, right?
Yeah, that's the temporary. That's, yeah.
Yeah. And then it's Kazara's go.
Well, shit, you just ruined all my plans with these people moving around. Let's see. Frickin' frick.
They don't have to be next to each other for sleep to carry over, right? It's
Indeed
just-
not. Nope.
But it'll affect everyone else. That's my problem.
No,
I
you
really wanted to
choose
use it.
the targets.
Really?
Yeah, you
Gonna
go...
choose them?
Yeah, you choose them. You say, I have this pool of hit points to spend. I choose you as my first target. If they go to sleep, you will have some amount left over. I don't tell you. And then you go, I will choose this person to sleep. And if they sleep, you will have some amount left over. And then you go on to the next one.
Oh, I thought it would affect everyone. Like,
No.
collateral damage.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Well, I would like to use. Oh, I would like to sleep on this guy.
Okay.
Oh, help me.
What? What's that, Sven?
Nothing. I'm
What?
scared.
I'm scared.
Because Vim's running. Vim's gonna run away, and I'm out here all by myself.
Oh, my.
He falls asleep. You have some amount of hit points left. Who do you want to do next?
All right, save Bryn.
He falls asleep. You have some amount of hit points next. Who do you choose? Okay. He falls asleep. You have some amount of hit points left.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Wow, they are weak.
What did I tell you? He does not fall asleep.
Okay.
Oh.
End.
He yawns.
So 28. That's 15, 26, 18, 24, 7, 14, 21, 28. 8. I'm
Wait,
doing
are you
math. I'm
trying to
sorry.
do math?
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
math.
smart. He's figuring out their hit points.
I do that every single time we play. I'm like, wait, how many do you need to die if I run into the same creature again?
Yeah. Oh shit, Bryn, you're facing down some too.
Yeah, they both
Oh.
missed me, thank God, but
That's good. Oh man. I'm also facing the. Can I get some assistance on the big bad?
Calling
He
all.
gets two attacks, and I'm
Yeah.
scared.
But Kazara, you are done, and it's Jax's go.
Okay, I would like to move. Hold on. I'd like to move here and
Okay.
cast. So, if I cast, would this give me? Would this also be considered flanking?
Yeah.
You would be flanking him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can reach these two guys and would be only flanking him.
Okay, and then I would like to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that gonna hit me too?
Wait, is it?
Is
It
10 feet?
depends on it depends on how
Friendly
she.
fire.
It depends on how you do it because it's a 5-foot square.
It's a 15-foot cube, right?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot
Oh.
cube based off you somewhere.
Originating
But that
somewhere. You can be in one of those cubes, right?
Oh.
do you
yeah,
have a,
but that could be
do
that,
you have a
right?
cone to be able to
So
protect
that could
anyone?
be that.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
So I could.
do it like
But
that.
yeah, because that could be your 15-foot cube, right?
Whew, okay, as long as you don't kill me.
Okay, that makes sense.
So would I have to cast from over here though? Like
No, because remember, it emanates from you at any square around you, and it's a 15-foot
Okay.
cube directed as you choose, so you can just like that.
Okay,
right? 'Cause
so one of the
think of
cubes
it coming
has
out
to be
from you.
adjacent to you,
Yes.
and it can be in any pattern, anywhere you want, as long as one of those cubes or the cube is adjacent to you. So
Yes. Yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
into this.
got it. I like this plan.
all right. Then I would like to cast. I guess I'd like to cast down here then. That's
It's still the origination has to be next to you, unless it has a range, which I don't think it does.
Like
oh
that.
so
Like
I
that.
Yeah. So you would hit
And
these
that way
three
you'll
guys.
hit those three. You won't hit this one, but you'll hit these three.
okay.
How do I erase that?
You grok how that works. You just click on it.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, with your pointer.
I think if you drag and select it, it'll work. There you go.
Moving it.
Yeah, hang on, I got you. Don't worry about it. So, but
Sorry.
I want to also make sure, as this is like session number 2, you understand that that's how that works, right?
Imagine
that
like
make
you're
sense?
holding the box, like, and you're putting it down.
Yeah.
That's
Think of
kinda
it
how
as
you're doing
you
it.
going, I have this cube I get to place anywhere within 5 feet of me, right?
Okay.
And so I can place it on this corner, this one, any one of the cubes around you, right?
I guess I'm confused as to where I need to be. Like, do I need to be then here? I guess.
No.
I don't-
You can be, so if you are here, right?
Okay.
You place
Yeah.
the cube on any 5-foot adjacent square, right? And so that is an adjacent 5-foot square that then emanates a big boom.
Okay.
That's it? Yeah.
And it would. Okay. Then I guess I want to cast it that way. Like,
Right, because it's a
to-
wave, right? It's not an area of effect. So it's like this thing that goes out and then recedes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I would want to do.
Okay, do that.
Or wait. That's on my.
Oh, you're gonna push him away
have a
too,
thing.
maybe.
Maybe. So it's a DC 13 for half damage. All right, so as they lay, this guy gets pushed away. Is it 10 feet? Is that right? 10 feet.
Yep.
Gimme. All right. So this guy gets pushed away 10 feet. You boom. And takes, and dies. Bluff.
Yeah.
As blood starts pouring out of his ears, his mouth, and his mouth. It's just this horrible... And, and this wave of force
No,
comes
I
out of you.
die, and I'm sad about it.
Well,
The Malazon looks less affected, but it still looks like it hurt him. And the same is true of the cultist, who looks super fucked up, but was also able to kind of stand his ground.
Thank you, Jax.
Bryn.
Oh wait, can I use bardic inspiration though?
Oh yeah, combo.
Because I'd like to use it on Sven.
Oh, you're too nice. You're really saving my life.
I'm gonna be like, Sven, keep holding on, cause you gotta make it through.
Ooh, that's just enough to get my jimmies rustled.
Rustle them jimmies.
My jimmies are rustled for tussling now.
Lewd.
Whoa. Was that a sound bite or was that fan?
That was
actually
Stan.
Fan.
Yeah,
That was me.
he's got the amazing, sexy
Sweet velvety
voice.
sounds of lewd.
Yeah.
That was like chocolate. Audible
Just
chocolate.
melting on you. It's great.
Oh
No,
my
okay.
God.
But Bryn, it's your go.
Audible chocolate.
Fan, audible chocolate rand.
oh my god.
All right, but Bryn, it's your go.
So, if I have Hunter's Mark, is it only on this dude over here?
Yep.
Okay, so I kind of have to attack him, but that means these two fuckers are going to attack me.
Yes.
And I don't have any type of like bonus action or anything, right?
You do. You could actually use your bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on one of those guys if you so choose.
It would remove it from the first one, though, right?
It
Okay,
would. You only get it on 1% of the time.
Okay, so I can remove it from the big guy and move it to one of these little ones that's sitting right next to me.
If you want to.
Oh, but they're super easy to kill.
Sorry, Deuce in the chat are cracking me up.
Okay, well, since this one is right next to me, how do I select the people again that I want to attack?
With the pointer and then hold it down like a long press with the select move arrow cursor.
Oh.
Okay.
So, like, here?
Yep.
What did I just do?
You did it. Yay. Or Vim did it. Never mind. But
Yeah,
we'll get you there.
Whatever. Okay, the one that's right next to me. I'm special over here. Beer's kicking in, I guess. Okay, I'm going to cast my Hunter's Mark with my bonus action. No, wait. I'm going to use my short sword. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, beer's kicking in.
Right? Okay.
This action brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Michelob
Right?
Ultra. Making Rangers indecisive since 1988.
Man. This is what happens whenever somebody drinks beer who hardly ever drinks. At least I'm not on pain pills. Okay, so does that hit?
Yes, you absolutely hit.
Okay.
And you take him down in one. You just cut him down across the chest. He goes straight down. Because wuss. All right, Vim, run.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I'm not engaged with anybody. Or,
Yeah.
well, is he going to attack
he
of
said.
opportunity?
I don't know.
So,
I mean,
in
by the
my
rules,
current
he
state-
could. Should he choose?
In my current state, am I aware enough to use a disengage action to
Oh,
prevent that?
The only thing you want to do is run.
Just get the F away. Okay.
Mhm.
And probably F
Away.
I'm gonna roll.
His
play
orders
it.
were run away. Yeah.
I'll move this way. I'm just gonna end up like right here.
That's not a run. That was a walk.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, there.
no.
There we go.
He's just
He said
gone.
run.
Do I need to go farther? I didn't count it.
That was 25. That was 30. You need 5 more feet. Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
And then you use your bonus action
Oh, my God.
Now I can use my bonus action
to run away.
to keep running away.
Sorry.
Do you get it?
I think
Run,
he's trying to say
run
he's
very
fucking
All right,
fucking
so I can,
far
as far
away.
as I can go.
Well, no, you are now off the board.
There we go.
He's
We'll just
gone.
put me in the corner.
Yeah, you are out there
guys.
somewhere. We will say you are 40 feet off map right now. So remember that you are 40 feet off map.
40 feet.
Cool. All right, Sven, it's your go.
All right,
But
my
you
go.
do get to make another wisdom saving throw at the end of your round. So go ahead and do that.
Oh, that's nice.
You can shake it off. Shake it off. No, you do not. All right.
So this is totally different than what we were just dealing with a second ago. Like me and Vim just like cutting throats and like killing people together. Then
And
we're
then shit
running in
got
battle,
real. Yep.
And then like I'm like ready to tackle him, and Vim just like turns around and runs away, like as fast as I've never seen anyone run as fast as that. He's just gone.
He's fucking out.
like,
He's like,
"Peace
fuck this
out."
shit, I'm out. But Sven, it's your go.
Yeah, I know. I'm just setting the scene for how distraught I am. Okay. Vim, help! I raise my shield and I swipe at the Malazan in front of me with my rapier.
Rapier.
I
Hit.
caught him. I'm gonna hit him for that amount.
Okay.
How's he looking? Is
He looks pretty
still
fucked
cooking?
up. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play it safe. Use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
That's a D10, and I will. I guess I'm just gonna hang out here. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
25. All right. The first thing he does on his go is you see him pull this mushroom out and just like pull the top out of it and swallow it whole, and all of his wounds start to close back up. Because health potion.
He's got the cool thing too.
And then he takes 2 swipes at you.
No.
One will hit for 10 points of damage.
Holy fuck! I'm so glad I did my thing.
All for murdering my wife. Buyers go.
You may very well be right.
He's gonna run up here and go and touch you. 4, 3, 6, 7 for 8 points of healing.
Yes.
Yay!
I'm okay.
And she's dead, so it's Gavok's go. And Gavok murders the other one over here. He's pretty great. Oh, I like him. I love little dagger guys. Yeah, he's a little dagger guy. He does little dagger dudes.
I like his spirit.
He's got good spirit. All right, so those 3 dudes are sleeping. They're sleeping. This dude, cultist, steps up to you, Bryn, and takes a swipe, and misses. He bounces off of a tree near you. And then 2 of them attack Sven. Both will hit.
No.
Oh,
That's okay.
For 4 and 7 points of damage, so for 11 points of damage.
I'm still kicking. Not by much.
And anybody? Nope. Most of the cultists are dead. Kazara, it's your go.
I would like to use burning hands on this. Well, I want to hit these 3. Can I? Oh, that's the wrong fucking button. These. Will it reach?
Oh, they're just asleep right now. You don't have to even bother them.
I can just go along my merry way.
Yeah,
You can just walk away from them.
Yeah, they're not going to hurt you until they wake up, which could be 2 hours, 8 hours, whatever. That's when the
this is
spell
true.
wears off. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much
Well-
dead, eventually.
What if I move over here?
Hmm.
Just so I can help the people who aren't sleeping.
Do it up.
All right, let's see. I am going to. Oh god, I feel like if I use burning hands, I'm gonna light Jax on fire.
Don't
I
burn
don't
my
want to do
cat.
that.
But you can move further than that. Remember, you can move 30 feet.
On fire.
Let's see, I started
you're
here.
not kidding.
You know what? You perfect mother bastard.
What?
I've used all my spaces though, so I'm just gonna hang out here for now.
You're
Okay.
gonna give me flanking? I love you.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna try.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
So you've moved up. What's up?
I think I'm done. I can't move any farther. That was 30.
Yeah, and then you can take an action.
Oh shit!
Oh
Well,
shit!
Shit, son. Burning hands
All right.
Oh shit.
on this
There's
guy.
no one you spent.
Is
Okay.
that gonna kill me? Wait,
So-
that's
That's a
gonna kill
cone, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
a
it's a
cone.
cone.
If you were to maximize it,
Uh-huh.
He's only level
go
2.
here. Oh no, there's no maximizing like that, right?
Oh, I thought
And
meant-
you would shoot the cone this way, and it would hit these guys.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay, so they both
Nice.
need to make DC 13 deck. Oh Jesus!
Or die. What the? That's so much damage.
Yeah. Wait. So it's half if they fail. But they both succeeded. But it doesn't. Burning Hands is so good. But he dies anyways because he only had a few hit points left. But the melee's on. He's like, I'm a little on fire, and he tries to put himself out. But half of it is 9. So. Jax.
Okay. This is I would actually like to go up next to Snake Man.
If you move away from him,
Oh
he
yeah.
he gets to hit you. Yeah.
Okay. Can I still like address him?
Well, here's the thing. If you want to move up next to Steakman, you can move here. I'll move this guy.
Okay. All right. Then I'd like to move there, and I'm like I would like to address the snake man and be like, hey, we killed most of your men. You should surrender and give up. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay.
But will she be successful?
How do I just do charisma or?
You make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. At disadvantage.
So take the lower of the two rolls. He just stares at you with daggers. Bryn, it's well, you have not a real action. You have a combat action as well if you want.
Okay. I would then be like, then I guess that I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna use cat claws on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do not have advantage, and so you missed.
No.
He just deftly dodges out of the way. Oh, little girl, you will learn. Bryn, it's your go.
Okay, can I move and then hit the big fucker that I have Hunter's Mark on?
Yes. Where do you want to move to?
I don't know. It helps if I put my cursor back on though. Like over here. Can I do that?
You can. You will take an attack of opportunity when you leave his space.
Like he'll get a swing at me?
He will get a swing at you for disengaging from him, essentially.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. It was almost a crit. He failed. He failed to hit you. It went 28. Yeah. So do your attack.
Okay. Does that hit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. 11.
11. It was another really good strike this time. He kind of staggers a bit with it. He's still up, but he does look like he's taken some significant damage. Vim, you run.
Oh.
120 feet.
Oh my god, he's gone.
So you're 160 feet away from the map?
Yes. And then you can make a wisdom saving throw. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Why
would
must you run so far?
You fail.
Yep.
Damn, he's really scared.
Sven.
All right, I'm barely hanging in there. With the last of my strength, I swing at the man in the great hulking snake man in front of me.
Right.
Do I hit?
Absolutely. It's not dinging when you do it, so it's taking me a second to like. It normally goes bleep, and for some reason it stopped going bleep. And so that's why I'm a little slow to respond to it because I'm not seeing it right away. Yeah. But yeah, absolutely hit.
I'm just on the edge of my seat.
For 9 piercing. He looks super fucked up now. He's like, it was another good cut. One of the flaps of his hood, you've taken a strike across, and it's like cut in two, and there's blood coming off of it. He's got this big gash across his chest, a couple of arrows out of him. I mean, he's just a hulk of like death and destruction. But you guys have taken him down, and he looks like he's 1 or 2 more good hits are gonna take him out.
Oh, well, this might be the end.
Is that it for you?
I can't move without taking off tax opportunity. Mm-mm. All my things are spent, so I'm holding my ground.
All right, it's his go. He looks at you with this horrible grin on his face, and then turns his head to Jax and takes 2 swipes. No. AC, Jax.
You're on mute.
It keeps happening. 13.
You're okay.
13. He hits you twice.
Not my cat.
10, 16 points of damage. Or, hang on. Yeah, for 16 points of damage. Just these 2 swipes across the front of you. One of them gouges deep into your thigh, and the other one like gets down to the bone on your arm as he just you just feel slammed about by these things, and the searing pain goes through you as you take 16 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Are you still standing?
So I am, because I have that. Yeah, that would be. I would be like knocked out.
Plus the 5 temporary hit points from before?
Yeah, because that would be 16.
Wow, exactly.
Yeah.
No! You monster!
You sure?
Can I use the hit
You have more
dice
than
thing?
10 hit points.
I thought I had 11.
Let me see. Oh, because you have a -1, you do only have 11. I forgot you have a -1 charisma. Yeah, so it is exactly 16, and you go to 0, which is, yeah, you are out. Boink. And he does it, and in just 2 blows, Kazara goes from a picture of health to just this bloody mass on the ground. Jax, not Kazara. And then he looks at you, and it's weird because he does exactly what Officer Geekenstein just chatted, which is he takes a smaller mushroom out, he bites it off, he sets his stance,
Wait, I should be doing that.
Right, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and heals himself back up a little bit.
Why aren't I doing shrooms?
Do shrooms!
Do the shrooms! Do the shrooms.
And then it's Gavok's go. Gavok is out of targets. Gavok is going to run down this way, but it's going to take his full movement to get there. Cultists. This cultist is going to attack Bayer. No, he's going to attack Kazara because of the scary, scary burning hands. Die, non-believer! And we'll hit for 4 points of damage, Kazara. As he just kind of lightly scrapes across you. Because that's not a lot of damage, I would imagine. And then the other 3 are happily sleeping the sleep of the dead. Kazara, it's your go.
I would like to try Acid Splash on this clown. Wow, this
Hey.
button.
Do it.
Clown. There it is.
Could you move to give me flanking?
Can I?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You will take an attack of opportunity to do so.
Oh, never mind. I thought there was a way.
Alright, so stay here.
Yeah.
He fails his dexterity save, and this horrible burn comes across his chest as you flick acid at him. He's like, ah! He's still up, but it hurt him a lot. Jax, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Okay.
You failed your first death saving throw. If you fail 3, you're dead. You have to fail 3.
Okay.
I like having that as a little grenade, because if it gets to 3 grenades, you blow up. Eek. There we go. Alright. And then it's Bryn's go.
Okay. Let's try and do another go with my longbow at this fucker.
The big guy?
The big guy.
Yes, kill him.
And you hit again.
Yeah, yo.
For 30,
Wow.
Jesus Christ. You are railing into this guy. Yeah, it's just another, like, he's got like 4 arrows sticking out of his back now. They're all bleeding heavily. He looks super fucked up. Vim is now 220 feet away.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Was that a charm spell that he put on me? Was I being charmed?
Yes?
I was supposed to have advantage against those
Oh, okay.
the whole time, and I didn't realize it until I looked over here.
Whoop, whoop. Take a look. So last turn you would have saved. So you would be 40 feet off the board when you started, so you could come back to like... you could get back to here.
Okay. I just looked over and was like, oh.
Yeah, you could be all the way back here.
So I can be here now? Okay. And I'm clean now? I don't have any...
You are clean.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Short bow can reach him, right?
Absolutely.
From there?
Mhm.
Aha, let's get it. Fucker. Uh-huh.
Thicker, and you hit.
Uh-huh.
It hits him, and it does some damage, but he's still up.
Baby.
Back! And then Sven, it's your go.
All right, it's my turn. When's the Wilden go? I'm gonna yell at him.
He goes after Boss Man.
All right. What's his name again? Oof,
Fire.
I forgot. Fire! Fire! Bring our catch back! As I reach into my bag, bring out a red mushroom. Oh, and I don't assume I get larger like Mario, but
No.
I'm hoping something good happens.
Yes, roll. Hang on a sec. I have to look it up real quick.
What?
2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Wow, these are good things. +2?
But you will get back.
Oh, well.
Not perfect, but great.
Well, I got 6 from that.
All right, so you got
then-
6 hit points back.
Do I still have an action?
You do. It's your bonus action to quaff a potion or eat a mushroom in this case.
Excellent. All right, I will take one more swing at this fool. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. Ah, yes, I'm rolling well.
You hit like a motherfucker. How do you want to do it?
Yes. So I'm swaying back and forth, barely keeping up. The mushroom brings me a little bit back, and with one stuttering blow, I looked forward and then upwards with my rapier through his neck.
Sprouting out of the back of him is this blossom of blood and silvery rapier. He looks at you with just murder in his eyes as he slowly loses consciousness. He pushes himself forward on the rapier, looking like he's going to bite you, and just as his face gets to yours, he passes out and dies.
Yay!
That was fucking epic.
I watched the life leave his eyes.
Yes.
Oh.
The other cultist goes, I give up! I'm done! I give up!
All right, stand down then.
Stand down! He drops his weapon.
Are we out of combat?
You can now be out of combat.
I want to shoot an arrow at this fucker.
Do it.
I just want to shoot him. I'm angry. I'm really mad.
You'll kill him.
Good.
Jax, take 10 points of healing as Bayer heals you for, he uses a spell to heal you for 10 points. You are back up. You no longer have failed any death saves, because that resets whenever you're brought back up.
Leave one to question.
Well, there's 3 asleep over there. You can have.
Oh yeah.
We'll leave
right.
one.
And yeah, this guy gives up too. And Gavok will bring him over. And on that, end for the evening.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Woo.
Good job, team. That was great.
Good job, guys.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome, thank
so
you.
much fun.
Well done.
Love it.
I'm glad the dice decided to start liking me.
So I'm going to give everybody a shout out in stream. Our players are Kazara, who's Kimages, on Twitch. Are these working? They're not working. That's a bummer. But we have Kimages on Twitch here. We've got the Nancy Druid, who's playing Jax.
Woo!
We've got
after my heart.
Yep. We've got Sven. Yours is I forgot it.
Bam Boomerang.
Oh, Bam Boomerang. Yeah, Bam Boomerang. Oh, shout out. Did that work? Shout out, Bam Boomerang. Bryn, are you an active streamer? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. Well, Bryn's awesome, and you should all thank her for joining for her first game tonight. And then we have
You can just send all the love towards any of the others, or Than.
yeah. And then Thanrand, who was playing them. They're all active streamers. You should follow them all. They're amazing people. Starting
Our
next.
awesome DM, Throck.
Yeah.
Yay! Mostest with the mostest.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody who hung out with us tonight. We had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching. Bye.